So, when we last left off, you guys were tracking down at least one of the guys that you managed to locate at a church, taking refuge from the criminal organizations that were apparently trying to sell him for ransom and kill him or whatnot. After defeating his guards, he ran away, and you guys eventually stumbled upon him, I think. It was all part of your long-term plan, I'm sure. And have, after a bit of intrigue and concern, managed to get him back across the city to Schutzman, where he revealed a bunch of information regarding the Purple Hand. You guys are all at, I believe we left at Schutzman's office, debating what your next steps were going to be.
Yeah, we just got a bunch of information over the store,
Yep.
safe houses.
Yep. It is late in the evening of day, I want to say 4 at this point. What would you guys care to do? 3?
Down, guys.
You sure? I thought it was 4. Maybe 3.
I use my fate point every single day.
Okay, 1 per day. That's how you're keeping track of time. Unfortunately, you can no longer have any clocks at this point because you're out of fate.
So your dog's
Well,
good?
one fortune.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Especially Chihuahua now.
I mean, they said we had upheld our end of it. We're the information you're supposed to get.
Not here for the door.
He just, here's my dog. Yeah, whatever.
I think she took pity on me.
So you guys had recovered Jarmond, I believe it was.
Yup.
And also Biscuit.
Yarman.
Yeah, Gottfried Jarmond.
So we still don't know where the clerk is, right?
Yep.
Correct. You have not tracked down the clerk who apparently has been burning some buildings. Is I think the current theory. You've been one step or so behind him.
He's been getting ready for a trip or something, right? Seemed that way.
Potentially. And they gave you the guy gave you 2 locations, or no, Ava had given you 2 locations in the northern section of town, potential safe houses that lined up close to the tavern where the mercenaries were. That were possibilities. You guys were debating that versus heading west to the clerk's town near the swamp to the west, as far as what your best option were. And I believe the conclusion last time was you guys were going to check with the coaching company,
Yeah, make sure he hadn't left town.
find out if he had left town or not, and if so, follow him. If not, then potentially check the 2 safe houses.
I'm investing in elf arrows.
So you guys going to do that this evening or do that in the morning?
Want to do the coach this evening?
I mean, it's pretty late for that sort of office, but if you guys want to do something without having to talk to people, you're welcome to.
What?
Listen,
Everybody stares at the elf.
I'm happy to go check safe houses, but the way I check safe houses is a lot louder.
Yeah. Well, you know,
So it's late in the night. We can't get into the coaching, and
They're closed. I mean, business-wise.
we know the addresses of
We
the 2
can't
safe
get
houses. Let's just go check.
Okay.
Well, on our way though, I want to talk to. Her name's Ava, I think.
Yep.
Let's talk to Ava.
Well, it depends on which one you're referring to. You talked about the
Red
owner
Moon Inn.
of the Red Moon Inn. Yes, that's Ava.
We'll talk to her.
You're gonna head back there first.
Yep.
Okay. So it's like I said, it's for her. It's fairly early in the evening. It's maybe 8 or 9 o'clock at this point. She won't be available till after midnight, from past history.
Say go up to the bar and say I'd like some Dragon Ball Red.
Okay. And the rest of you are all going to the Red Moon Inn too, or people going elsewhere?
I tell you all, I'm trying to find out if there's a way, like a secret knock or something, to get into these safe houses so we don't have to break in or risk a fight to get in. That's why I'm going to see her.
Bummer. Well, all right.
If we throw.
Well, if we
So
go-
are you saying you don't want company?
so
No, you guys can come with me. I don't care.
en-
I'll go with you.
engineer, we've been staying at the Dwarf Inn. Can we ask around about the? Because the other one we're we haven't even touched is the engineering of war machine
Mhm.
books that were they tried to steal them, but maybe the Engineers Guild I think is nearby to the.
It's by the Dwarven Inn.
Yeah, I mean we're right there.
Well, I
Okay.
think we're in the
Stay outside, make sure-
Shootsman's office.
Right.
I was thinking we can
A
do that
situation like
possibly
last
in the
time.
morning when we get an update of where this person is,
Gotcha.
Prefer not to get stuck inside it.
and then we can always talk to them in the morning.
And we'll already be over there anyway. So. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going back to the dwarf lodge, take a nice nap on some warm stones,
Didn't
and
the
drink
Okay.
some beer.
purple hand guy? I'm not going back to the dwarf family, so y'all know.
Okay, so you're going to go talk to Ava and then go your own way, and the rest of you with Thad, and the rest of you are heading back to the dwarfs.
I'm gonna stick with him and make sure. Once we get to the Red Moon Inn, I'll stand outside the Red Moon Inn, make sure a group doesn't come up and start effectively guarding the exit from us. So a situation like the prior
Okay.
church doesn't happen.
Okay, so you're going to keep watch outside the
Yeah.
inn.
I'm gonna keep
Case
watch
of
outside
trouble.
the inn.
Okay. And the other two of you are going to go and talk to Ava, and you four are heading back to the dwarven place?
Yeah.
I was thinking to go while they're going talking to scout out the strongholds or whatever they're called,
Safe
houses.
Yeah, but those are always
First.
on the side of the
Drum
city.
alarm or
It
what?
might as well be strongholds.
Yeah.
The dwarf and drum armor was the skeleton.
Yeah.
He made it over one wall. He can make it over all.
Over or through, all the same to him.
Ava mentioned that there might be. That
Not even
might
just
be
get
where
over it
Clerk
this
is
door.
hiding.
If you go through it, then it's an easy way back out.
We already saved the Yarman guy and dropped him off with the
Especially when there's a dwarf
cap.
size
He'll be
hole.
dead by morning.
You gotta fly.
Because it's that time of year.
Yeah. I'll probably
So
do that.
that's what I was thinking about doing. If you want to join me or whatever.
Well, I mean,
When were you supposed to go back to the engine? I assume I haven't left yet.
No, you guys are discussing
When
what
are you supposed
what
to
your
go back
plans
to the
are.
engineers to talk about that rat?
They were investigating it and stuff like that. They didn't give me a time.
well they
Are you
had told
supposed to
us
reach
that
out
it didn't have anything. There
Yeah,
was nothing that
yeah.
they had done. They just gave us the information that
Yeah.
it was powered by some kind of dark chaos energy that has nothing to do with them. It's an abomination.
I couldn't trace it.
No, nothing that they could. They'd never seen anything like it either.
What? They
Yeah.
lied.
Well, they've seen rats.
Dirty dwarves.
They've seen rats, and they've seen mechanics. They've just never seen them together.
You'd think dwarves would know about dwarves.
Two good things that go
Well,
together, like peanut
Engineer,
butter
you
and
wanna
chocolate.
Go?
Well, I was gonna say that, yeah,
herbologist over here is willing
I've heard
to go.
dwarves. You can find
We'll
some
go
that are
to-
damn near
go
half
stake out
robots,
the,
or what? Not robots, half mechanical anyway.
Sure.
So they know how to
Okay.
bond
Little
flesh.
guy.
And
There's some elves that are like that too, with
I don't
ears.
understand. If I could just find somebody that could augment it, I'd be good.
Cool. Hey, I guess the four of us are gonna go to. You know which one?
We'll go to one of them. Whatever the closest one is.
Okay.
So we can get there maybe before the elf.
Every block, I just pick him up and move him
Three-
another.
Are you going with me or with
Yeah, the three of you are going to Ava's. The other four of you are heading off to start checking the safe houses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice and
Okay.
quiet because you're going to get some passwords.
We're
We're just gonna go look around.
Yeah. We might only break one or two doors down.
He's gonna.
We got the password!
Yep.
Thanks!
It's not.
Okay. So you head off to Ava's. You go up to the bar and order the usual drink. He looks at you, pours a glass of wine.
Do I know this person yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I just called my name. I said, could you just let her know I had a simple, very quick, easy question for her?
I can send a message. She'll be available sometime tonight. You're welcome to wait. Show's particularly good tonight.
No, thank you. I really needed the answer now, but if she's not willing to see me, then, obviously she's not as valuable, or I'm not as valuable to her as I thought, so.
She said, last I talked to her earlier today, she was saying something about she was waiting for you to deliver something.
I was going to stop talking about that stuff.
Nick already was talking to me about that.
What?
Making
Some fresh stones from Lake Swamp.
3 feet of dwarf beard.
Alright.
Fish it out of the
I down the wine
Okay.
and go ahead and tell them thank you. And leave.
Okay. It's a bit earthy.
Yeah, she didn't want to see me apparently.
How long, like, with the potion mechanics that we were doing,
Oh, they did.
how
Tastes
long
weird.
before they, like, go bad? Like, they won't work?
Wait,
What are we doing?
30 minutes to an hour.
So, like, I can prep them before we're, like, going into, like, a combat?
If you know the combat's coming up, yes.
Okay.
probably should have had
You're in the middle of combat. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, like I said, it takes you about 10 minutes to find the materials, and then mix things up together, and then they're good for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what it is.
Okay.
Okay. So
At least you didn't say it tasted copper. I would have been like, oh man.
Why copper?
Blood.
Ah.
Blood is said to have a copperish taste to it. Metallic taste.
Yeah.
I knew that, I just didn't realize it
Which
takes
is fine. Iron and everything.
Well,
He's a vampire!
I suppose we should go
You
make
know
sure
what-
they.
What tastes like?
Yeah, let's go to the buildings. Maybe the three of us are the most stealthy in the whole
Busted
group.
lip or something?
No, I have.
We can probably
Okay.
get it before they.
meanwhile, the 4 of you head up to the north to the first address. There is several shops, relatively well-to-do shops for this neighborhood. This late, there's still a couple people out on the street, but the address itself indicates an alleyway that's behind the buildings. It looks like there's 2 entrances on either side of a pair of buildings, and supposedly the safe house is back there. You don't necessarily have any good way to get a view of the alleyway other than the entrance, but the alleys go back and then curve behind the buildings.
We just stumble through if we don't know what we're doing.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, the alleyways themselves look completely abandoned and empty. I mean, other than the occasional person putting some trash out or something like that, there's nobody in there.
But we know what we're looking for. Like they told us, not just the address, but
They gave you an address indicating that, with the indication that this was a safe house. Now, beyond that, it's all subject to your skills to be able to recognize whether one's a safe house or not, versus just a residential door.
We'll find out. We'll find out soon.
They're all safe houses if the people inside are dead.
Right. Hey guys, I found 4 on
They
this
were
site.
cultists, I swear.
I'm putting
Probably we had a witch
brands
hunter.
on them all.
That could
Real
totally
quick,
work.
before we
Yeah.
go in, if we find this person, are we taking him alive?
Well, yeah, we're supposed to.
Yeah.
Bring them alive. They want them alive.
Okay.
No, they don't.
What, the clerk? The
the-
missing clerk?
The clerk, they're looking. The investigation was he had left unexpectedly and left a mess at the treasury.
Right.
When you guys started investigating the treasury, you found indications that there was corruption and theft going on. They could care less about the clerk as long as the corruption stopped.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So no, and honestly, you know,
He might actually have some money if he was
the
a
voices
fake
of reason
person.
are gone. So
It's
any money
it's
we find-
entirely up to you guys.
I think we should try to take him alive, if possible.
Okay.
I don't like this dwarf at all. Where is
Yeah,
me?
I mean, admittedly, if he's involved in something, and from indications are he had something to
I
do
know,
with
the complete
Vossmeyer
opposite.
and the other place,
I am so sorry.
then
for ever
any
calling
information you can get Schutzman related to the Purple Hand or Chaos dealings, etc., would be beneficial. But there's no specific
Like, take them
instructions
alive. Good.
as to
Disintegrate.
bring him in alive or anything like that. Schutzman doesn't really even care about this guy.
Right.
Your
No, I
mission
think
was
it's
go and assist the Chancellor, and he's the one that wanted to find out what happened to this guy, why he suddenly quit, and so forth.
My dad
Okay.
made a type of spellcasting with Rolemaster where you could use like body parts as your spell components.
Yeah,
What it was called.
ingredients.
Because you had the herbalist spellcaster, you had because my character was playing the one that had bones and
Oh,
flesh.
the one I had in Rick's campaign.
No, it was you created as a maybe it was Rick's campaign.
Rick's campaign that was just my ranger.
No, I'm talking about no, it wasn't Rick's. It was a way You allowed us to have spellcasters instead of having
Oh.
to pay for PowerPoints. We reduced our PowerPoint
Yes,
cost.
that wasn't anything I made. In one of the companions, it included material components,
Okay.
including body parts and so forth. And the more abstract or rare it was, the more PowerPoints you got.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So
I use a
It's
Jurassic
a
tongue.
liver.
yeah, it
you
was.
know,
It was based around the concept of bat wings and guano
Yeah.
and things like that. But it included, well, if you have a goblin's tongue, then you can do true speaking easier type stuff. So, a lot of games have similar things to that.
This one
Wa-
does too.
It not really
Not
because
like if there's like more powerful.
I mean
stuff,
I'd be
like
open if
power
you have a
stuff.
particularly rare ingredient to get a casting bonus on your
Yeah.
spell, but it's not really built into Warhammer.
Yeah, but they
So.
actually do like give examples of ingredients.
Okay.
to use.
So the four of you are outside on the main street. There are other passerbys at this hour of the night. It's maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or so, the latest. What would you like to do?
You want to go sit on both ends of the alley? Like it goes behind the building. We could be at both ends of the alley, and when somebody comes out, we just go talk to them.
But it's also in the middle of the night. Why would they be leaving there?
It's a safe house.
It is the Purple Hand. I mean, they're secretive. They probably
They
do
do
their
work
stuff
at
at
night.
night.
And-
Everything secret happens at night.
They gotta have a third shift.
But wouldn't they just have an escape tunnel like the last place we went to? That just had an escape tunnel built in?
Well, if
part
they're
of it?
outside, then we just talk to them outside. What are they escaping from if we're not attacking
Do you,
them?
do you know what we're looking for? Because I don't even know. Like, is it just the
I don't know what
doorway?
we're looking for either. I don't even know why we're here.
So we're looking
No
for.
one's clued me in yet.
we're looking for. There's up in this area where this clerk is probably hiding. There are two hidey hole safe houses. We know the address, but we don't know like this. We know it's somewhere in this block of buildings, but we just don't know where or how to get in.
What's in this block of buildings?
The safe house where they're hiding, where this guy could be hiding.
We
So we
heard
gotta-
there was safe house here, so we came here.
So do you know a fancy way to get in and to find a safe house door?
The dwarves built the safe houses. Why didn't we ask?
They built
We'll
the
be there
safe
shortly.
house. No,
They
they
built the city, didn't they?
No,
No.
not all.
Who built
Yeah.
the safe houses?
Ulrich's tribe, when they settled this area, dwarves built the mines underneath, and Ulrich built the city, which has then been built and rebuilt again many times over the years.
And this is more like a criminal safe house that they found in an
Right.
abandoned apartment.
It's not like a
They did-
vault
Yeah.
safe.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
There's like a metal giant
No,
door
it's-
on the
it-
wall. It's,
it's-
like
it's
we
not
can't
a
figure
gi-
out which one's theirs. I mean, which
It's
one has
it's
the metal
not
door.
not a giant vault that's been converted to living
We
space.
go in there, I can probably.
No, it's like
find
it's
the
like spy. Safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can
To
see- he
to
can see
most
good.
people, it'll appear just like any other business, etc. Without the right skills and interaction, it's just going to look like regular people.
One of these.
But what we do know is if there's a purple hand is involved at all, they're gonna have some kind of purple garb on, and they like to do
So-
this.
So if anyone
I've been
scratches your,
I've been bitching about that for a fucking week. Every couple hours I look to my wife and I'm like, that motherfucker just like, oh, we were supposed to know they're scratching the nose. Maybe just fucking allergies or
Nope.
something.
Nope. You weren't supposed to know. That was the whole point.
So we can walk down scratching our nose, or we could just look and see if anybody's got some purple on.
Well, time to go back through the last.
I say murder everybody who has purple. I'm not there.
Time to go through the last 200 videos.
Out of the people standing in the street, do we see anybody that's obviously wearing purple?
No.
Got 1,000 hours of video to go back and watch. That motherfucker right there
There it
was.
is, over and over again.
The best thing is,
If you go back to the ones where you first went into Bogenhaven when you were at Altdorf the first time, that you'll see it.
You have no idea how many people were doing that. Like we would come across a random vendor and we would be like,
Yeah.
and we're just like,
So you think it's in the back, the alleyway, or
I mean, I think one entrance is an alleyway, but I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna have a secondary entrance.
whatever happened to that?
Just like the smuggling tunnel with the
figured it was
chapel.
yeah,
Even though that wasn't her smuggling tunnel, it was built.
yeah.
Someone was
Before
just
that,
randomly walking
so-
outside of the griffin.
So we know
At the
there's
circus.
a possibility heavily in this area.
Let's
So
just go
Didn't have the money to
Going
purchase
where?
it at the time.
Prob-
the alley.
Okay.
Griffin.
I'm cool. Yeah. We'll go walking down the alley.
Just the four of you just head into the alleyway.
yeah.
Okay, just pick one and wander in. Okay.
'Cause it sounds smart.
Yeah.
Hey, we are the smart crew.
If someone starts shooting at us,
You
we
are
know who
the
the
smart
enemy is.
crew.
Do you guys have? Do you guys have light?
What's your intelligence? I'll bet
Nope.
you the three of us are suffering.
fine.
Okay. Well, it's like I said, 9 or 10 o'clock
Yeah.
in a dark alleyway,
You're fine in it.
which means no moonlight or whatever coming down there. So you guys are like stumbling around, tripping on things, and so forth, not really able to see anything, unless you have night vision or something like that.
I really.
Okay, you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Forrest Gump thing. You're
Give-
right.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
My character was meant to
Give
be.
him a second.
Okay, and then what would you guys like to do?
No, what?
To give you a second.
We'll give him.
Okay.
We'll give him the amount of time he needs.
Okay.
I'm going to cast. Yeah, I'm going to cast light on my staff. And
Okay.
Dim it down to a. I'm pretty sure I can go in between candle and a lantern.
Mate, we
Okay,
already know
go for
you're
it.
a wizard.
Cast your spell.
That is not some
Is he a
revelation.
wizard?
Or no.
See, that's my thing. Is he a wizard?
He's a witch in there.
Does he
As far as
pay
I know.
his dues?
He's an herbalist as far as I know.
He's a
He
witch.
got some glow.
He
glow
he
on
just
him.
has a stick
Yeah,
that
okay.
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has a glow stick.
Hey,
Well,
I
it
made
just-
an ear that
It
made
just
him
like
hear.
just like this other
Dang,
wizard.
I'm
Everywhere he
Dr.
walked, the
Seuss.
doors were unlocked.
Great.
You're the one human I like,
Well,
and you're
the-
never here.
I know.
102.
I made a sword.
Okay,
class over
so
years.
you
So
make
it
something
does
glow.
light. Yes.
What are you gonna make glow?
My character's realizing he liked your mage, but not until after you're gone.
I'll make my staff glow.
Okay. The tip of his staff starts glowing,
Down
shedding
to
off a little bit of white light into the alleyway.
I developed some luminescent moss.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
you guys start walking
I don't
down
think
the
my
alleyway.
kid would even know.
As you come around the corner, you hear a hiss and a clatter, and you see something brown and furry jump off a trash can and move quickly but not fast down the alleyway.
Oh, I head after it immediately.
It stops maybe 20 feet or so away from you, just at the edge of the light, turns towards you, looking at you, scratches behind its ear, and then hisses again at you. Looks like a large cat.
Yes. Let's go get this cat.
Looks pretty
Do
mangy.
you have a
Come with
bell?
me.
Do you have a
I
bell?
like to say it wasn't a good
A
thing
bell?
they're scratching up the
No.
nose.
Do you have a bell or a string?
No. I have my hands.
That's essential to your adventure. Where's your string?
Why would I have?
Do you have a rope?
A rope? No.
Do you have a rope?
I have a net.
Do you have a rope?
No.
Okay. Do you
I'm
have a
gonna
rope?
rebuy my rope and grab
It's
it.
all. How far away?
No.
How far away?
About
Okay.
20 feet.
I
20
take
feet?
my rope and I throw it out to the cat,
The cat just looks at it and goes.
and I like wiggle it
It's
around.
like a ball of yarn.
Okay. It gets up and slowly starts trotting away.
Stupid cat. Cat's supposed to go after things. My cat does.
You don't get to call me retarded anymore.
Hi.
Listen, I played such a good retard. He thought I was retarded
Oh.
the first time we met.
Yeah.
Literally for like 2 months, I was like, man, that poor kid.
He just thought he was slow.
Thought it was slow. Because he didn't say shit before he started playing his character. He'd come in, sit down, and play that fucking guy. And I was sitting here across the table the whole time going, oh, poor Andy.
He's a really good dad bringing his kid to the game like this. I mean,
Keeping him involved.
Yeah. I mean, doing things that the kid likes. Okay.
I'm trying not to let it come up my nose.
It's going to be rough when those flips go out your nose.
Oh my god, dude, seriously, the moment when I realized you weren't retarded, I was like, oh man, am I an asshole? That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm an asshole.
How many times on the way out did he say to him, "You did a real good job"? Carter's probably like, "Yeah, thanks a lot." Trotted out the door.
That's such a nice guy.
See, they were both wrong.
Right.
time. Oh my
I just
God.
remember the day we went home. I remember the day we went home after he admitted, and he was like, "No." And we got to the house, and he just walks in and he goes, "Guess what, Mom?" And she's like, "Well, how'd your game go?" "Good. Turns out Dad thought I was retarded." And she goes, like you made a bunch of mistakes? No, because he thought my character was who I was. And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "Well, I'm talking to him like this." And she goes, "Oh my God." That was it.
I would have continued doing it if other people roleplayed too, but
That's a fair point because I started out really heavily into wanting to
Yeah.
roleplay Friedrich and everything, and I was doing the voice and I was trying to do the mannerisms, and then nobody else was really doing it. I was like, "Fuck, it's not worth the effort."
Unknowns to him,
The rest of us just suck at it. He's just really good.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
No, I'm like sweating. I'm laughing so hard.
Is the cat closer than 20 or 25 feet or closer?
maybe that's why I can't
No, not at this point. It's wandering away.
They have more
It
compassion.
seems bored with you at this point.
I got you. All right. Never
Oh
mind.
my God.
Okay.
I'll throw my net at it.
Okay.
I keep forgetting he wasn't here at the beginning.
Nope. Ow, my cheekbones.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to look around and see if
Because I had interacted with you.
You did a great
this.
job. The first,
I would tell my father,
like,
he's
month
not stupid.
or two.
He's a really smart kid. And my dad would not believe me whatsoever.
I'm gonna look around the alleyway and see if I see anything that.
Yeah, you guys look around. There are 3 different doors.
Well, thank you.
Any of them
Jesus.
look like they've got an intricate handle or lock instead of like the normal.
No, they all look normal. Unless you guys have any streetwise or perception skills.
I have the breeze on that
I
thing.
mean, I
That's
have
annoying.
perception.
You have a full helm on.
Yeah. I can still have perception.
I got 0 or 5%.
What's my perception? It's 2.
14.
It's like Frederick
Ben,
when he was walking around. He couldn't
Turn
see
off the
shit.
oscillation on that.
Yeah, I accidentally turned it on. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off.
How long would it take us to get there and catch up with them?
Man, I wish I would have brought my
Well, since
inhaler
you don't
down.
know where they are or what they're doing, you don't really have any sense for that.
That's a good laugh.
If you need it.
It's so funny.
Nope,
if I
that
cut
doesn't help me.
up and
Okay.
all of a sudden your
Same.
son was friends with a retard.
I'm sure it's the same
Oh,
news.
believe
just
me,
how
I've
beautiful
plenty of
Soul
friends
is.
with some. I've fallen in with the country kids.
Sure, now turn it down 1.
Yeah, you're Bethel. That's country.
Yeah.
The bottom, yeah.
Bottom 1 is the speed.
I'm friends with plenty of retards.
There's almost more black kids than there are white kids at Wayne.
That's fine.
There is a single
Don't need a
black
full
man.
blast.
So I've got
What? In Bethel?
Yeah.
I got no skills other than my normal
And
perception.
yet, white people are the
Okay.
minority.
So
Okay, wait,
go ahead and give me blind perception rolls.
Perception? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, one black kid and everybody makes fun of him for it. Like, one of I heard kids.
Well, not
say
you
today-
guys. You guys aren't there yet. You don't need a perception check.
Yeah, I heard a kid say today. That test went quicker.
Not a
left
public.
quicker than
You
your father
said
did.
blind DM.
Yep.
He has the ninja face.
Jesus.
That's hard.
No wonder he's a dick. Everyone else is a dick to
Did you,
him.
did
Yeah, I
you
would
get
have
one
been like,
from me?
really?
I got one for Carlton. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a video of that kid circulating of him getting in a fist fight with all of them.
And Erdem.
yeah, with an Asian kid. I can pull it up right now.
The other 2 have
No,
not.
I don't want to see it, and you don't
There
want
you
to do that.
Okay, there's somebody's.
Trust me.
Okay.
And I assume Carter, you're gonna roll.
I don't have the stat for it. Is the issue.
You don't have stat for perception.
For perception,
It's a Turk set of the
it's
secret
initiative.
races.
He doesn't have his character
Initiative
sheet.
plus your training.
Oh, okay.
it's perception. It's a 30. Mine's a 34. Okay. It's not very high.
Dude,
You
we
get
all
anything-
can't be
You get anything
wood
for looking
elves,
through your
douche.
cog?
I have a
People
55.
can't be wood elves.
Okay.
That wasn't blind.
So you guys check all the doors. Walk down the alleyway. The alleyway is empty, other than that cat. Here and there are some old crates piled up, just trash or so forth. All 3 doors look to be used
That is good.
on occasion, but not. I mean, they're not in great condition because they're alleyway doors. Nothing really stands out about any of them. So short of trying a door randomly, you don't seem to have any means of identifying which one is the correct door, if one is.
I don't see why we can't just try the doors.
Why do I have such a
If it's tracked.
So it's based off initiative.
Yeah.
No, we just get hit.
52 initiative.
A what? 52. Nice.
But I mean,
That's
again, then
insane.
it looks like you're breaking into someone's house.
Yeah. Gives me bonus.
These aren't houses though.
Yeah, they are.
They're businesses with
Bonus
like houses.
I thought you said they're like
I'll
broken
use it.
apartments.
No,
No,
this is a well-off neighborhood.
We're just-
You're like at the green, in the access hallway behind the shops.
So
Oh,
you know how they got the doors that you bring out the garbage
Yeah.
and
I don't
stuff?
have any bonus.
And yeah, all the doors seem to be used. They're not in top condition because they're
it's
alleyway
nighttime,
doors.
isn't
It's
it?
it's nighttime. You're in the dark, other than the light. And the only thing in the alleyway seems to be the cat that's now wandered off. So yeah, nobody's necessarily going to stop you. But if you open the wrong door, you guys have already gotten in trouble with Schutzman for causing too
Yeah.
much attention and getting arrested.
Do these doors have like signs signifying
No.
what they lead to?
No,
Okay.
there's no, like I said, there's three.
Well, now I'm imagining it like the green. Not every green door has the sign. of what it leads
Understood,
to on it.
understood.
So,
But
like,
most people don't know how to read, so
yeah.
putting a sign on it doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
Even with these glasses.
So I think we just hide in the shadows and wait for someone to open the door.
Yeah.
Just act like an armor stand.
Wait for someone. Here comes the elf to open the door.
Yeah,
This
we'll
one
just-
right here.
Yeah, we'll
Thankfully,
sit
everything
down
is a
and-
shadow since there's no daylight.
I'll just I'll sit down across from one of the doors and sit down
Just
and
in the
relax.
alleyway across the
Yeah.
way.
We could get a barrel and we light it up
I
on
mean,
fire,
I may
so it
turn
looks
off
like
my
a
light.
homeless.
Hey, your light's fine. I mean, right? I mean, I need the light. If not, I gotta go out
I have
into
a
the
candle.
street.
Hey, you want that instead?
Have a candle.
You gotta get down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys just gonna hang out here in the alleyway,
Sure.
Yeah.
in the dark and the gloom.
Play some cards.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Okay.
I only have one.
So the sounds of the street out front slowly die off as the evening goes by. After about an hour or so, you hear some people approaching from the main street.
Towards the alley.
Yes.
Turn off my light.
Okay. I'm sitting in the dark.
Okay, you guys are all in the dark,
Yep. It's,
except for the dwarf, who can
Like,
see.
there's
I
a-
say. To the door. I say to the door.
Wait, who said
Point me
that?
in the right direction.
No.
Okay.
I'll stand up instead of I was sitting down. I don't want to be sitting on the ground if someone comes wandering around the
Okay. You guys wander into the alleyway looking for the safe houses. You see the dwarf hiding in the shadows. It's fairly obvious for you guys to find him, at least for you and your night vision and so forth.
We would have been stealthing
Sure.
as we entered it.
Okay.
I'm hoping that there's a secret signs, annotation somewhere saying, "Hey, this one, this house, this building, or this door is it?"
Presumably, yeah.
Right, because I have secret signs.
Okay.
Thief, or is it thief?
Did
Secret
they have
signs,
lights
thief.
on them?
They do not.
They do not.
But I'll go into the alleyway. I'll shake my head and say, "Well, I guess there's no real point in the stealthing anymore, guys. They've already given everything away." And I'll try to find the door.
Okay.
I'm still standing in the dark.
Give me a blind perception roll.
Okay.
All of us? Or just them?
Sure.
Yeah, but we can't see him. Right.
Hopefully that was it. I can't see it, so
That
With the
works.
55 advantage. Don't know why he keeps doing that.
Because you keep rolling the skill rather than just typing in roll plus whatever.
If you,
That's why.
in all reality, if you just tap the skill and you got your stuff programmed in, it automatically will bring up a roll screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It lets you do blind and all that kind of stuff.
And it always puts a 55 plus
Yeah.
advantage on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what I'm struggling to figure
Gotcha.
out.
Okay. Anyways, you guys walk down the alleyway. Other than the group, there's no sign of any secret signs or anything like that.
really.
Did that work?
Can I hear any noise coming from the safe house? Coming from a specific area?
And none of them-
Me breathing.
Just the group. I mean,
none
the
of
street is
doors
pretty
have a
much empty at
specific
this point.
Number like, hey, this
Yeah.
is okay.
Yeah, they're all unmarked.
I'll walk up
Um,
to one of them, knock.
Okay.
Saw a cat
Um,
earlier.
Get it?
No.
Why not?
Okay.
Cats are all over the place.
Separately, I need
What do you
a
need for cats right now?
endurance roll for all 4 of you that have been sitting in this alleyway for the last hour.
Interesting.
Well, there is that whole itching pox plague going around from the cats.
Mm-hmm.
119.
Blind.
Blind.
Yeah, you don't know if
Oh.
you're sick.
Gotcha. That's like a cool.
That's not gonna be a good.
Oh, there it is.
It's been quite disappointing if I have that high of a skill and I fail.
I'm right through with you. Like, all right,
My
Nothing
success
wrong with the
is-
dwarf.
right, both of us. Everybody else passes.
I'm gonna search around the alleyway for a
I have a decent
trapdoor
skill
of
with
I
some
have
sort,
a
or
fourth
a
six, I think.
like
Yeah, fourth
lowered
I have the
stairwell.
reverse of that.
Okay.
64.
Yeah, I mean, walking down the alleyway, you would have spotted that, assuming you can see in the dark.
No, I can't.
Then you can't see anything.
Yeah.
That's one of my higher
So,
spent
you knock on the door. After a couple minutes, it opens up. You see a older lady in a nightgown. Looks at it. Who are you?
Ma'am, I'm just, we heard there were cats in this area, so I'm just checking the door to door. I have a doctor with me, making sure that you don't have anyone here that may be sick. We're trying to get ahead of the plague, the itching
You're from the
pox.
city?
Well, of course.
Where's your badge?
Well, technically not this. I mean, we work with, what is that place you work, that the doctor place?
Oh,
Damn it.
the House of the Holy Hope.
There you go. I pull out my shalai or whatever. What is it?
The badge from the.
No,
No, he's
my
talking about
holy
it's,
symbol.
it's
Okay.
15 holy
Hold my holy symbol out.
Okay.
You know, I'm no priest. I merely assist
What
this
was that guy's name?
Benny.
Benny.
halfling. Obviously, he can't go wandering around alone.
You're a physician?
Yes.
Indeed, look at my bag. See, it has the little. Cross
Excellent.
on
Come on in.
All right. I pull up my.
You're gonna lay somebody.
Yeah.
Walk
Yep.
in.
I'm like, shit. If I see him do that, I'm pulling my shirt up.
Yeah. She lets the 2 of you in, closes the door behind you.
It gets dark
Oh.
again for us.
Yep. Well, no, they didn't have any light, anyways.
Oh, I thought she did.
But she had a lantern. Yeah. It gets dark again in the street in the
I'd be
alleyway.
concerned if it's still pitch black and she's still
Yeah.
talking. It's like
But
other
we didn't
stuff
notice
would
that
have
human is
happened.
totally like, yeah, I can totally see you guys.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? You over there in the corner. What are you doing? What would you guys like to do?
You notice she has glowing eyes.
Did they find the house?
I don't know.
Should we? I don't think it was. Should we
You
try a
were
different
right
one?
there. It's the three
No,
of
he,
us.
he
literally
was
standing
down.
there.
No, he was down the street.
Oh, he was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was searching.
He was blindly looking for stairs.
Wait for them.
I think probably safer
I
to
didn't
wait
think
because we're
about
gonna
that.
stay together. Yeah, we're gonna wait because it's safer
We're
to
gonna
stay
wait.
together. Even though they left us, we're gonna wait for them because it's safer to stay together.
I think
Sure.
we have a better chance.
Okay. She let you in, and while she's leading you through the place, up some stairs, she just asked, "So how long you been a physician?"
More than a fortnight.
I've learned from him, so I.
So like
haven't
4
been-
years?
Is that what
Sure.
it is?
I know what a fortnight is.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I sure hope you can help my father. He's been quite sick recently.
Fantastic. And
So
I
she-
like rip off some rags.
She leads you up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
You can hear somebody coughing in a room down the hallway.
I reach up and try to grab his mask and pull it up a little higher for him.
You can't do that. He's far too tall for that. I
I
mean, you can pull it off. You can pull his shirt down.
He's gonna be assassinated by going.
Bad idea.
Anyway, she leads you into a room. Seems like a bedroom.
I do not go up to the body or the whatever it is.
It's a body.
Okay, you stay in the hallway looking
Yeah.
in. The room is dimly lit with candles. There's an old man, maybe in his 50s, laying on the bed.
You got this.
Oh, motherfucker. Every gray-haired man in here except for this one's like, bastard.
Close.
She explains, yeah, he just turned 50 the other day. He was having his party and then he got sick with this, and we don't know what it is. We think it's the cats. Can you tell me if it's itching pox?
Sure.
Okay.
I I am a physician, so I will walk in and try to help the man.
Okay.
First thing, I stop at the threshold. Right? Is there windows open or anything like that
No.
in here? No fresh air?
No.
Is there a cat?
Is there windows?
There's a window, yes.
Okay. I instruct her to go open the window.
Oh, no, I can't do that. That's how the cats get in.
We're 3 stories up, hon.
Well, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, we threw Betsy out the window like a week ago, and she came back.
Betsy?
Betsy, our cat.
Back. It would go away.
Ever since he got sick, we're not having any cats around here.
All right, what kind of sickness does he have?
You get a little bit closer.
No, I ask her. I'm not getting close to this man.
I don't know. He's got sores all over him.
Let's go taste
The
it.
elf first.
You still got that acute smelling? They're going with your ear.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, we
that
tried.
sucks.
We tried. Yeah, don't you have acute smell?
No, I have sight. Yes.
Sight. Okay.
I have smell.
Yes.
Does it smell like disease?
It smells almost rancid in the room. She explained she hired a caretaker, a nurse, shortly after he got sick, but she would only stay a day or two, and then she quit.
Okay.
So she hasn't been able to get anybody to take a look at him. It's obviously Shalia's will that the two of you just happened to knock on my door.
Yes, Shalia.
I'm so happy that you're going to be able to take care of him, and I'm confident he'll survive at this point.
Well, I'll give you the treatment methods, but I have so many other patients, I can't spend too much time here.
We're here mostly as a triage, and we will be happy to pass on the fact that you have a sick dad here. Happy to.
As I walk past him, I
You
poke
trying
him
to,
in the
like,
belly and
cry?
just keep walking.
So you're leaving?
No, I go into the room.
Oh yeah, he's been staying in the hallway, like around the
Yeah,
corner.
but I was standing out there too. I was. Oh yeah, he looks really sick.
Okay.
All right, I'll go in and open the window, right, and
Okay.
I'll look at him. If you see that cat, yes, thank you.
I unload my bow. All right.
I'll go open the window first off, get some fresh air in here.
Okay.
And is there a hearth
Cool
or anything
breeze
like-
blows in. No, there's no fire or anything in here.
For more light.
I run over the window. I realize it's blowing towards me now.
I know he's choking again.
I run over the window to get the fresh air.
Okay.
All right, so
I just see something.
I'll go check the man out.
Okay. You check him out. He's obviously quite sick.
Yeah.
He's laying in the bed, covered with sheets and blankets and so forth. Thin, haggard look to his face, very pale. Sweaty, thin hair, where he's been feverish for some time.
Okay.
I assume you're going to inspect further.
Yeah, I'll.
I feel like this is an AD moment. Accidental discharge. What? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do it.
Lane 5.
Right.
Meanwhile, the elf is over by
Secure your weapon.
the elf is at the window looking for cats, like leaning way out looking for cats.
Man, if you have a wisdom,
I'm gonna
push him.
And-
take my
See,
apron.
he's looking the wrong way. The cats come from above.
That's right.
Drop cat.
Yeah, from outside. I mean, the architecture,
Scream. That would be it.
the wood beam architecture is such that it'd be easy for a cat to get up
yeah,
this high.
yeah. That's why at first I was like, no, and then I went, no, never mind. It's old Tudor style homes and
Yeah,
shit.
it's not really much of a challenge for him.
Cat just. Anyway, so I'll pull the covers off of him.
Okay.
I'll use my apron. I won't touch the man as much as I can avoid it.
Okay.
Right?
You-
And I'll use my apron to like grab stuff and pull them off. You know.
Okay, you pull the covers off. He's wearing a thin nightgown, which is wet with both sweat and looks like open sores. He has numerous large blisters, I would say, across his body, most of which have been torn open, and it shows signs of significant scratch damage near and around it.
I look at his hands. Is he the one that looks like he's
Yeah,
clawing
his fingers look a bit bloody and covered with remnants and so forth from where he's been scratching. And I mean, he looks like he can barely move, but even as he sits there wheezing or lays there wheezing at you, doesn't seem to really recognize that you're there. But you see his hand just sort of casually move over and just like start scratching at one of them.
All right.
Now I gotta fix that.
I
You cut off the fingers.
I'm going to actually help you. We're actually going to deal with this guy. I just don't want to do it right now.
I go get the lady.
She's right there.
Okay. Do you have any rope?
No, that's not what we want to do.
What?
Do you have a bath?
Let's go to the cat.
Do you have a bath?
Do we have a bath? I can get a wash basin.
Bath? No, full tub.
No.
Yeah. I know what you want, but one,
Have an escort him down somewhere.
there's no way we're gonna find a tub clean enough where this guy won't be infected in every one of these open sores.
Take him to the
Scrub
road.
him. The only way to
Must be
treat
made.
the only way to treat this guy is scrub him down.
I know.
No.
Well,
Okay.
we know that.
Yeah, keep in mind you're using 20th century technology concept versus what he has. The only way to really treat him is leeches.
And poop.
And healing
If
poultice
you're-
is
we
made
can
with
pee on
the freshest cow dung you can find.
I will take some. I have a few.
I understand, but that's the level of technology they should be thinking in terms of.
I have some healing pulses on
Okay.
me. I'll go ahead and start.
Also,
Go ahead.
I'll help. There's such
It
thing
was
as cake
also-
soap.
yeah, there was also customary like to douse him in rose water and stuff like
Sure,
that.
yeah.
I've done a paper on dark medieval fantasy medical ways of what all the stuff they
Yeah,
did.
there- I mean,
So,
there-
there is
Wow.
there is some stuff that have
They kind of They had the suspicion of germ theory without understanding that germs were a thing.
Right, they got lucky
So-
based on habit and pattern, where
No, germ theory's been around since like
They knew dirt
2,000-3,000.
causes infection.
but it also stopped bleeding. Rub some dirt on it.
You're right. You're
But
absolutely right.
dead seriously though, germ theory was discussed at length in like the ancient Roman Empire and stuff like that. The civilized societies understood diseases transmitted in certain ways, and they did their best to deal with it.
If you're truly a physician, do you have surgery skill?
Yes.
Then he has the know-how of germ theory, in my opinion.
Sure, he could operate.
I may not, because all I have is heal.
I mean, you can cut the sores out, or
For some reason, I have it programmed on here, but I have the surgery skill. Talent. It's a talent, isn't it?
No, it's a skill. It's a advanced skill.
right. I mean, with your
Either way, I have it on my.
with your yeah, I know your character had the skill in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Also-
good your skill was, but
Okay.
certainly with proper care and attention, he could improve.
Okay, I'll start working on him.
Okay.
I'll start at least doing the initial poultices and lancing proper things like that.
And if he, I say, what do you need?
Boil me a bunch of cloth.
All right. I look at the lady. Let's go. Clean cloths. Biggest pot you got. Let's boil some water.
Okay. So meanwhile, outside,
Did we see
Um,
the window open?
that you do not, because it's on the other side of the house.
We're definitely not going over there.
The only thing you see over the next 30 minutes or so is you think you see that brown cat climbing up on the building about 2 stories up. Just every now and then looks down at you, knocks something randomly off the shelf at you.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk, cat. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It sits there wagging its tail, and then
We got something just to that.
We're taking blunt damage. It's knocking over on us.
Matt, we found something just to
30
DNF
minutes
you.
go by or so they're either dead or not coming back.
Okay, that's fine. On to the next room?
Should we
The
should we
adventure
knock on
of
the
the elf
door?
and the cat.
Yeah, let's go knock on another door.
No, I meant on this door. Like, make sure they're okay.
Well,
That's not the right door. Let's go to the next one.
I mean, he
If
might,
the elf is dead.
he might not be dead. He probably,
Yeah.
maybe
If
this
the elf
the
is
right
dead,
place.
we need his bow.
we need all 3 of his
There's
bows.
nothing wrong with that thinking. I would. I'd like,
We need all 3 of his bows.
Okay.
You wanna, because you can see.
yeah.
You wanna go knock and make sure they're okay, and then if they are, we'll check a different one.
You don't have a
Well,
copy of
what
that.
purpose is to
Yeah,
be
private
checking the
room.
inner one?
Got a lot of money.
If we lose
Back
2
door.
people per door,
Well, right. No, I mean, if we
Yeah,
are,
plenty
yeah,
of more doors
that's
to
what I'm checking.
go.
We're just checking to see if we actually lost them or if they're just.
How many doors are there? Right, damn. We have enough people.
We got enough.
You have just enough group to get all 3 doors,
we even have one extra.
and then one to fall down the
Half
stairs.
the door.
Well, I can't see anything back here, so I gotta do one of 2 things. Either I gotta go to the front, so I keep an eye on things.
Yeah, let's move. Us being outside here probably doesn't help. So
Okay.
we should probably go outside of the alleyway and then maybe more toward the front of the shops
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, works for me.
Because
Is there-
I mean, just knocking on the next random door. Like for all we know, the lady could be the thing
Right.
because they're pretty good at pretending.
Oh yeah, yeah. She didn't seem to need any light.
Yeah.
Is there a curfew in this town like there was?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I
When
mean,
walk out
the
of the street-
guards and the militia
Right.
will question you
Yeah.
if you're out past business hours.
Gotcha.
Okay, but as long as you're not doing anything suspicious, no, there's no curfew as such.
Okay. Go out and stroll up and down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys just gonna walk out to the main street and just walk up and down randomly?
I'm gonna try to catch the cat.
Or
It's 2 stories
more like
above you.
just to the edge of the alley. Is that what you
That's what I'm thinking. It's like if someone goes into the alley or out of the alley, then we can take count whether or not it's the person
And I can
or
climb.
it's some other people, and we can see what door they go into, what
hardly
what
any
attire
flight.
they're doing.
And so you
All
can
depends on how
see-
good your skill
You
is.
can see completely in the
Yeah.
dark.
Well,
So if you stayed down
Sure.
at the corner there,
Logistically, though,
while we come
my
out and
skill
stay
is
by the
pretty
lighted area.
I probably
adequate. It's 53.
Well, as they go down
So,
the corner,
probably
there's
pretty
a-
risky.
So I'm thinking more just outside.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because figure it was
Because-
probably
because
easier
there's
to
entrances
climb
to the
steel
sides
sort
of
of
the cell.
scaffolding.
To the alley?
Climb
Two
a medium climb is roughly equivalent to climbing a ladder.
And then we can easily
Okay.
split up between
So if you have designed handholds, etc., you're good.
because we're mainly
Even
looking
that,
to see
you
who
need
leaves
100 to
the
1.
alley and enters the alley.
So in a rush, you got about a 20% chance of slipping and falling to your death.
This in a difficult.
If it's more difficult,
And we can
that
hang
goes
out
up.
by the,
So
manholes.
you can climb.
In there.
To get a cat probably might be a little
That's how
overkill.
the escape entrance was at the chapel.
I can't just start going walk down.
Unless you're in my bandit
So we can check.
outlaws.
We can
Which-
we can check there too.
I mean,
See
if
if
you
there's
have
a
Go with
They're
Dre
walking
entrance
together
there.
with that hole
So
in mind,
the alley.
Because then you're gonna have
So you
all
got
the
the
different
front of the shops, and it's two sides.
2 entrances basically makes a U.
Gotcha. Okay. I just want to make sure we're covering.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other passageways or openings. There is one section about maybe 2/3 of the way down. That is a narrow alleyway. But unless you're a halfling or somebody of that stature or particularly good at contortions, you can't fit through it.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, we should just go out to the entrances
love
to
to
the
get very
side alleys,
+5.
and then we can look down and see if it's.
Yeah, I mean you could hang out in the courtyard
Yeah.
for at least a few hours until the guards start saying, "Okay, you guys got to move along. You can't sleep here." Other than that, yeah, I mean, hanging out in the dark alleyway is not going to really gain you much.
Yeah. Other than Fox.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. Well,
Maybe you'll meet George Michael.
I'll yell at the cat and I'll be like, "Bad kitty," and then we'll wander out to the front. Yep.
Can I use charm animal to try to
I heard
lure
that.
the cat?
I heard that.
You can try.
I'm gonna try that.
Cats are notoriously stubborn.
Okay.
So,
And
okay, so you're going to stay in the alleyway by yourself and try to lure the cat down to get infected?
kill the cat.
Sure.
Kill the web. That's
And
why.
we'll-
Am I the only one with I know you got a gun, but does anybody else have a missile weapon?
I do.
I have axes and grenades.
The
And
base-
Second gun.
You have
a
actual
regu-
grenades?
A regular bow
Fucking awesome.
is
Grenade the cat.
I got you covered.
Yeah,
Did it work?
we only
Yeah,
have
so then we
Play with the toy! It's batting it. And
Just got to put a little bell on it.
yeah, we want to go to the courtyard
until it
where,
runs back at you with the grenade.
where we can see just both.
It's one of those retrieving cats.
Cats? There are cats that do that.
I know. We used to have some.
The last second, it just rolls it back.
It's a smart cat. Watches the fuse burn down.
You throw that. It's like,
Yep. Waiting.
Anyway, so you guys are going out into the main courtyard,
Yeah, so we can
leaving
keep
William
an eye-
behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you're scared. Your character would be so fucking scary.
We'll have a nice conversation about engineering
And you,
herbs.
you guys just got to hang out on a park bench or whatever in the
Yeah.
courtyard.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on things. Okay.
Yep.
And you go back into the thing. Give me a. No, you still don't have any light, correct?
I have a lantern.
We don't
I
have
don't have a lantern.
I don't carry light.
The only
with
one
me.
I had, I kicked when I was
Well,
choking
I
the
think-
life out of him.
The dwarf elf, like, what do you mean? Light? I don't carry any either.
I gotta maintain my stealth ability.
I'm a wall.
He uses
I
oil to
believe
shine his
you.
armor.
He's a shadow
You
dwarf.
did, and I rolled a 4. That's my excuse. I rolled a 4.
No.
Rely on me.
Okay, so you're going to charm a cat to come down off the building in the dark using your animal handling. Okay?
Shalaya is, or
I like
Shalaya,
it.
or whatever, that's the healing.
Give me an animal handling roll.
Yeah.
Avaraya,
He attracts a dog.
Ulrich of all things.
Good dog.
Shalaya and,
It's a mountain lion instead of
whatever he was.
That would be
Those
funny
were
as
some
shit.
guy.
Rolls open ended it or open it low.
Blind or no?
No, you know whether the cat comes.
A rattling comes out. A rat
Or do you?
ogre.
It could be an assassin cat.
Oh my
It could be. Could be a shadow dwarf.
He could probably
Nope.
Okay, so you spend 5-10 minutes. The cat stops at one point and just sort of looks at you. It gives you the feline look of disdain, and then just sits there
I'm gonna throw a
and
rock.
lets you entertain it.
The black dwarves.
Okay.
Once I get
Truly frustrated. I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Okay. It doesn't really do much.
I wonder if that was intentional.
While you're over there, at one point you hear a door open. Something loud clatters into the alleyway, and then the door gets shut.
Chamber
With that,
pot.
I'm gonna draw my.
Sorry.
With that, I'm gonna draw my axe and make my way through the alleyway, listening for anything of note, like metallic footsteps, stuff like that.
Okay, you don't hear any metallic footsteps or anything along those lines. You start tripping over some of the crates and the miscellaneous flagstones and things like that, since you still can't see anything. You feel your way down the alleyway, get to the far end where it turns. You don't seem to encounter anybody.
That's fine. I was just waiting for myself to get stabbed.
That's a good challenge.
I do tell the lady to start a fire so we can start burning one of the old rags.
Okay.
We're gonna burn these sheets too. Should I go get fresh sheets?
It's a relatively
How
good
much
thing.
is there any light from?
Next thing you know, you're setting
moons,
gold
stuff
on
like
this
that?
person.
No, not
Yeah,
at all.
Some random stranger.
Are there any like pieces of like planks of wood or anything on the ground?
Not that you
You're
can
doing
see.
the right thing.
Good point.
Not like we did. Just find a new.
Hey, you guys didn't ask for. You didn't negotiate prices beforehand.
How
That's my
far
thing.
away
Uh-huh.
is the northern temple of?
Not like we did.
Shalia?
Find
The
a-
one where you found the person?
No, that was south.
Brother Simon.
Brother Simon.
Brother Simon? 15 minutes or so, normal walk for you.
Okay. I tell the lady, you
Haul-
need
hauling a person probably take a little longer than
I'm
that.
not worried
But
about that. I look at you and I do everything he needs for the now prep because we're gonna have to redo the whole bed. We're gonna have to. He's gonna get totally redressed. But as soon as we get everything prepped and ready to roll, I tell the lady. I don't want to send the old lady. Does she look old? She can't be that old.
40s. Pretty old.
That's old for this.
I'm gonna go tell the Temple of Shalaya that you're here, Shalaya, whatever. Shalia, that you're here, and that there's a breakout of.
Yeah,
Pops.
they're aware.
Did you talk to Brother Simon?
Yeah. The day after my father got sick.
I'm gonna have to talk with him myself then here after this.
He said there's too many sick people in town.
He's nothing.
Okay.
Okay, I guess there's no point in going there.
Now keep in mind the background is this plague has been infecting Mindenheim for a month now.
But it's never affected me.
I understand
Nothing
that. Right. Now, as the adventurer, you want immediate
That's right.
resolution.
What's wrong with these people? All right.
No, the city is overwhelmed by it, which is why the commission has ordered the disposal of all cats in the city that can be caught.
Well, if I see that cat, I do shoot it.
Okay, so far it has not appeared for you.
You waste one arrow, it just
Do you not have food? Put some food out.
You decapitate the cat with an arrow.
So anyway, she provides whatever materials you need. I mean, she starts a fire in the hearth down below, boils some water. She's willing to boil or wash or whatever the clothing that you guys wish her to. She doesn't really have a lot of extra stuff. I mean, she can't like burn all her linens and everything.
Do you have any neighbors that can help out?
Well, nobody's talked to us for a few days.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we've heard that there's a between you and I and the halfling.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard that there's a
don't know my name.
an underground element here as well. They tend to have money. They tend to have supplies. Maybe I can knock on their door and appeal to their better senses. I can pay.
You're probably talking about the cheese cave.
Okay, is that? You talking about? Where is that?
His brain just broke.
I was like, damn. I know what you meant, but
Yeah, Góda's men. He has a place at the second door in this alleyway. Haven't seen anybody there for weeks though.
then if you'll excuse me, I'm going to see what they have there. If there's been no one there,
Okay.
don't worry. I'll make sure they know it's me that took it.
You seem awfully brave. When I thought this whole disease was scaring you, I wouldn't want to
That
mess
does.
with. I wouldn't want to mess with Góda.
Dying by a sword or poison dagger or slit, that doesn't bother me. Dying slowly like that terrifies me.
I thought he was going to get better.
He will now, but think about it. Think how long he's been laying there like that, dying slowly.
A week.
That's horrific. So I look at you and say, I'm going next
Isn't
door.
that only like a day in elf
Can
days?
you get how far along am I on treating this guy?
I'll wait for him. If he's,
It'll be most of the night. I mean, to boil the cloth and to properly treat him, effectively, unless you had the facilities of a hospital or something like that,
just to make sure
it's going to be a while.
I have heal skill. I'm
Understood.
actually skilled in it. I want to make sure he gets my ability to bonus if
Sure.
we're going to make rolls.
Yeah. I mean, if fundamentally, if your intent is to treat him properly,
Right.
it's going to take most of the night for the two of you being occupied.
I'll be
Okay.
that's fine.
Now, if you're saying you're just going to do the bare minimum and get out of there, that's fine too. At which point, 30 minutes an hour, you're done.
No, I actually have a moral character.
Okay,
I
which
know.
which is fine.
But
The elf doesn't. He gives you the basics. He puts the cloth in the boiling water and says, "You're on your own. This stuff is icky."
If that's what you want, that's fine.
I'm going to check to see
You're
if
not going to hurt my feelings.
well, our buddies should be out there
More.
in the alleyway still, hopefully. So let me check to see if they're out there. I'll let them know where to go.
Okay.
I go out and check to
Okay.
see.
So you head out. The only one that's still there is him. He's wandering around the alleyway, stumbling somewhat.
Hey, wolf lover. Dog lover.
Who said that?
The elf is there. He's silhouetted in light at this point.
Gowrie.
Yeah.
I point at the door. It's that door right there. Where's everybody else?
I would have found that out eventually. They're drinking at the Dwarven Tavern, if I had to guess. You know the dogs.
Well, go get me some clean linens. Damn it. Everybody else, nobody else is there.
Well, I cannot guarantee
Get the
you
group and bring them back.
I don't know where they are.
You just sit there at the Dwarven Inn drinking.
They told you
Yeah,
when,
we
you
have
were
to say
right
we
with
told
them
you,
when they
we
were
all
discussing their
together.
plan.
We told
Now,
you we're doing
if
this.
you're saying you don't know where they are, but you as a character knows,
Yeah.
that's fine if that's your intent. But if you're saying you don't know,
You know.
then you do
It's
know.
just like when you told us that lady was like, she's not going to work with us. No, that wasn't the truth. But that's what you said.
She's not gonna
So
work.
I don't believe it. And no, you said us. Don't don't even go there. She won't talk to us. She won't even work with us. And I was like, what?
Okay. Well, they're out over there.
We'll go get them. Go get them and search this place. If it's empty, bring me back some linen.
I cannot guarantee you the linen will be clean.
Give me some clean. There's got to be clean linen. in there. Jesus.
They have to have finely cleaned, pressed, and folded linen.
Just go get the.
It's
crew
a
and
safe
check it
house.
out.
So who's safe?
What they have.
Cheese.
Who's the key?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not
We
there.
wanted, okay.
Get in there and
Yeah,
check it out.
I'll go try to get.
Okay, so William emerges from the alleyway.
Very
And-
good,
I checked. My supply list has no torch. I thought I did.
So what?
How in Jesus did we do this without a torch?
I don't need
How
it.
would like, yeah, like the alphabet, you're like, we don't need to spend the money on such things.
And the rest of you fumbled around in the dark.
Or you always had him to cast spells, and somebody else is always carrying something.
Yeah. And for some reason, none of you spotted any details.
Wait, adventure.
So I ask you to
Yeah.
please go get
He's
the
like, I'm
torch.
engineer.
light.
You're going to return to the
Huh?
sick man?
You got some magic
Matt?
light thing.
What's
You,
that?
you returning to
Magic.
the sick man? Okay.
What makes you think I'm using magic?
I will try to keep it here. Since the window's open,
It's
I'm
not
trying to keep
magic.
the air out for
That's
raucous.
pure
Okay.
intelligence
So if I hear
from my
a
brain.
fight going on, then
By the time you head back upstairs, she's closed the window again.
Go ahead.
Like I said, the information, what she relays is the information the council and the commission has given her
Is the work of
is
a trader?
keep the room enclosed to avoid spread
like
and keep cats out.
person who trades or like person
So
He works though, right? You want the window open?
T-R-A-I-T-O.
she'll follow your instructions because you're the
work of a
physician.
trader.
So if you want it open, that's fine.
Why I don't believe
So,
in
alright.
Sigmar.
But my job is to try to assist him, and at the same
That's why I'm in
point,
Ulrich's town.
if the window's
Not
open, I'm going to be
Sigmar's
at the window to shoot the cat if
If
he
you
tries to
truly
come back.
believe in Ulrich,
Okay.
you will not use the
I asked her,
power.
well, no, I don't want to do that because it's somebody else's idea.
Air mine smooth
Okay.
the shell.
So you wander back over to the window, take a look out, and are a little shocked to see the cat sitting like 3 feet away from you on the ledge, just sort of looking at you.
How did you guys
My neighbor
even
was
get
present.
Scratches its neck a bit.
Knock an
How
arrow.
did you guys
Okay.
even get here without me? Like,
Alright.
Cat just sort of stares at you.
Try to shove the window open.
The window, no, the window's open.
Oh,
same way you got here.
That's when you leaned out, you looked
Same way
around,
you
there's
got
the
here.
cat.
And how did
I'm
you
gonna shoot it.
guys check this area?
Okay, you shoot the cat. It
I
slumps over, falls off the ledge, lands on the street down below.
Not get that
Yeah,
arrow
it's
back.
kind of
That arrow stayed in the cat.
So you guys are out front discussing with William with whatever details when you hear a splat, and it looks like a cat falls from the building.
Immediately chase him.
As fast as possible.
It's
No.
not going anywhere, so you catch it easily. He runs across the thing, saying, "I got it! I got it!"
I don't.
And you scoop up a mangy-looking, blood-covered
Picked it up.
brown cat. Immediately, you feel your hands itching a bit, and there's like little specks of black bouncing off of it onto your arms.
God
I
damn
don't think that's the
fleas.
clean linens he was talking about.
Fucking flea pox.
So
Well,
did you
Yeah.
tell us about the like?
now they're running around.
Did you tell us about when you were out there talking to us? Did you tell us where we were
Yeah.
going? Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
second floor down. He said it's the cheese gator.
So we going through the back, or we just going through the front? I mean, is business
Well,
open?
just-
The one on the back is on the opposite side of the alleyway. You're not sure which business it goes into.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's just go through the front. Yeah.
So go all the way around
And
then-
try to guess the right business.
No,
No.
through the back.
Oh, through the back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where,
It's
where the
the
direction of
second
the door was.
You got any more of that moss?
No, I ran
No.
out.
Well, all right.
I have a
Um,
candle though. We can
Yeah.
use that.
Yeah. If you can light your candle, that'd be great.
Yeah, we
I'll
also had, we
grab
also
a
had
candle.
lights now.
We're fine now. We got
Show
a
off the
candle.
handle now. Get some
Okay.
Hey, that'll
So
do
you have a candle, and Andy's going to take the lead, and the other three of you, you're holding a cat that's carrying some sort of
I
thing.
have said multiple times I was going with.
Right, you're going with him.
Seeing
What?
he was dead, I dropped it.
Okay.
Are you
I'm
staying
going
out
with
front, or
them.
you come in
Okay.
with us there, engineer? He's thinking. That thinking thing is weird.
Mhm.
All these people that are intelligent.
I know, I'm not waiting. But
Agreed.
you also still have some time.
The
Yeah.
question is, do I light my lantern or not?
You have a what?
Spoil his dark vision. Anyways, so you guys head over to the door with the light of the lantern and candle and everything. It just looks like a regular door. Nothing stands out on it.
You want me to just knock, or do we just try the door?
Let's try the door.
Okay, yeah, I'll just try the door.
It seems to be locked or barred.
Boy, you have good luck with doors. Why don't you try it?
What past experience have we had where we had good luck with doors?
Yeah.
We went up and checked the door. He went up and checked the door, and it was It was just a mock.
No, he said he had ability.
Yeah,
I'll just knock.
He's
I
just
just
scared.
opened it.
So open this one.
Yeah. And in all fairness, every sketchy person, of the 2 sketchy people I've met, both of them have been able to unlock doors that I thought.
I'll knock.
Arguably, you have a
You-
group of 7 sketchy people.
Yeah,
Okay. The 2 of them that carried sticks.
and you're busy with itches.
Okay.
I'm gonna start carrying a stick so you think I'm a spellcaster.
You are doing
You did
Out
carry
of
a
curiosity,
stick.
I'm assuming your dog is in that room with you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just want
Fudge.
to make sure. Okay.
He'll attract the fleas.
I'll knock and see if anybody answers.
No answer.
We're
Okay,
entering
so
the
that
crime
opens
syndicate.
up an interesting question.
Apparently, I'm
right?
good at doors. I walk up and try to open the
We
door.
have players have figured out that this is
Understood.
a flea pox, and a long time ago we figured this out, right?
Okay.
So, would the medical character, the apothecary, maybe even the guy with the heal skill, have figured that out as well at a prior point in time?
Not necessarily, because you guys haven't done any real studying. All you've gotten is basic rumors and information from the street,
Okay.
from people that are non-technical or non-medical. There are several areas where you guys have been given indication. I mean, if you were to go to the commission and take a look at their research material, then yeah, you could obviously make some more solid conclusions. But right now, all you have is conjecture and guesswork.
This,
The only
this
thing
was
we've
this
got-
was our first encounter with it.
Well,
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and the only argument that we had was when we went to the Rat Catchers Guild. You
Right.
and I did, and they were like, he was absolutely livid that they were having to go after cats because he's like, it's the rats. We're gonna be overrun by rats.
Right.
So, I mean,
Okay.
but he was
Then
just-
yeah, I guess my
again,
dog's in there.
Yeah, I mean, it would naturally. I'm going to assume whenever you go somewhere, your dog's going to be with you for obvious
Yeah,
reasons.
yeah.
He doesn't seem to have any desire to jump up on the bed or anything like that.
It
He's just
doesn't matter.
laying
Being in the
inside.
same room, he'd get
Yeah.
the fucking fleas.
He would if
Yeah.
if it's flea carried, etc. Absolutely, he would still get infected
No, just get in the building, he'd probably get him.
potentially.
Actually, at this point, he would have got him. I mean, just being around the city.
In the city, he probably would have had it. Yeah,
I mean,
but
God,
but-
have you ever had fleas in your house before?
yes, once.
Oh,
But from all of the word on the street, it's only cat related. There's no indication and no direction from the city to eliminate dogs or other furred creatures. It's only cats.
okay.
So
Yeah, fleas kill.
You
more
want to
than
try
cats.
the door then?
So,
Alright.
I don't get the experience.
I
of having
go up
fleas
and
in the
try
winter.
the door.
it's
Versus
locked
standing in a queue around
or barred.
back
It's
when I first
locked.
got in the
I
You
military.
think you can?
know what you.
There's a
Hey,
cat.
we want to force our way in, or?
Sliding glass
It would be
door.
loud.
The cat I had
Well,
kept
I know,
coming with
but
And then we're gonna get a noise
cats
complaint.
from around the neighborhood. Next thing I had fleas, I had to
The
use
Thieves Guild is going to complain. You guys are making too much noise.
On the house.
they probably own enough people. We can get in trouble.
5 days later, 6 days
The
later,
entire northern quarter. I agree. Too much noise.
We spent a year
Well, I've
fighting
got-
fleas
I
at
don't-
one of our houses one
This
time.
is
We finally
not
got it under control, but
No.
Can you check out like the makeup of the door? If this
Is there an
is
invisible lock on the door?
There is not an invisible lock. There's
I-
a highly
visible.
visible.
Sorry.
There is a visible lock. Yes, absolutely.
I could shoot the lock.
one of my
We just
favorite-
complained about noise complaint.
so my question was.
He's got to use his silent black powder gun.
If we need,
Here, put your hand on the front
They didn't
door.
want to tell me.
Okay.
They're like,
Tried to
this
hear
one-
if
What's your
there's-
perception?
We couldn't find him. He was
I was like, the violent side
Yeah,
thing
there's
is
section
I
of
was trying to get the intelligence based stuff.
Okay.
You're like guns.
Other than the discussion of the group, you don't hear any noise coming from the other side.
I bet
Not
you
with
if I
my,
shoot the lock,
special
it'll
ears.
break.
It was more like,
Nope.
do you?
That's fine.
And so it seems locked and barred. Like you can usually tell if
It-
it feels like it's got a secondary. Like,
It doesn't open. It might be barred. It's certainly locked.
are there?
Is
pins
there
on the
visible hinges?
outside? On
No.
The outside?
Oh, we can't remove the hinges off.
I was already thinking about that too. And I was like, well, no, they would put the hinges inside.
Anytime there's ever a situation where the door's locked and a pathfinder is eliminated, I always ask if the hinges
Yes.
are visible.
And we're all well aware of that trick these days.
If there's no doorknob, do doors just open?
What?
If there's no doorknob, do the doors just open?
I don't think so. I don't
No.
think that's how doors work.
I don't know.
Usually you have to like push a door
Yeah.
open.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
Or
hey, there's
slide
a
a
good
door
idea.
open.
It seems locked. I've had this problem before in my life.
Go
I
pull?
try to pull instead of push.
No, it is
Nope.
definitely
Okay.
Can I
locked.
try and slide the door?
It does not slide either.
Wow, that's about all I
So
can.
no-
Unless you have somebody who can pick locks,
Yeah.
it appears the door has stymied you.
We don't need to pick the lock if I just shoot it.
Is there any windows like
I
second
can
floor
easily
above us?
break this.
Oh
door.
no, there's brick wall. It goes up two stories before there's windows, but it looks like there's a difference in the brickwork about 1 story up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Potentially, think of it in terms of this is a basement level for a building on another street that's at a different level.
Yeah.
So this wouldn't really go into the same building, but into a lower level underneath it.
Can I take my spike and hammer and just break the shackle inside of the lock?
I have.
Can you disable the lock with a spike and hammer?
Slide up the end.
I've
Possibly.
seen people online do it. They just stick it in and they hit it really hard and it breaks the shackle.
That would be a padlock,
Yes.
not a
Locked door.
locked door.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a locked. I thought it.
No,
when
there's
you
no
said
pa-
invisible lock.
if-
I thought it was like.
No, if it was a padlock, absolutely something like that would certainly work. You could break the lock off and unlock it that way. This is not a padlock. This is a lock inset into the door. If you disable the locking mechanism, all you're going to do is keep it permanently locked.
Yep.
You mentioned before
Opening
about
locks is a
the
advanced skill.
sewers, and if this is specifically
What is
a lower
Open
area
lock
of
or
this
pick
building,
locks?
not accessible any other
Pick lock.
way, they probably have some kind of sewer access
Yep.
the same way as we in the other area. Are there any sewer access like other than just grates, no manhole covers or anything?
No, nothing like that around here. I mean, you could probably find some on the main street,
Yeah.
but then you're going to be fumbling around trying to figure out where to go and how to get into this area.
Think maybe being loud's the answer. Not gun loud.
What?
Could we just bring the elf out
You guys
here?
are so
I think he could
hypocritical.
lock?
I think the elf is good with locks. Is he good with locks?
He's never successfully picked a lock.
Whenever I have to. Dude,
Which,
that's
uh,
why I hate the mage. That's the only reason why I hate the mage. You guys don't know that, but I was like, he's evil. He's evil. I hate him.
Out of game. I hadn't given you a chance.
Garu, you know where the
Yeah, the only
You know
time
what-
you ever picked a lock was
where
when
the
you were
elf
alone.
You're right.
He's in that building.
We took too long.
can you go
That-
can you go ask him if he'll come out here and try to pick this lock for us? Because we can't just get it open, and if I break
I
it,
can just get it open.
It's like picking a lock is often an extended test with a number of
Success levels.
All right, let's send Gallery over to
Okay.
retrieve the elf momentarily.
Okay. You go into the plague house.
Out of
Um,
I don't want to touch it.
Elf is in the kitchen currently stirring a pot with some dirty rags over a fire that's boiling.
He's
Like
a cook.
this?
He's making
No.
soup.
Yep.
You want a break?
What?
Out of game.
Here, stir this. What do you need a break for?
We need you to pick a lock.
Stir that. Don't let it sit.
Will burn.
I'll walk up and stir it with. I do have medical training.
It does not require medical training to
Oh
stir a
my
pot.
God.
Like he knows not to stick his hand in the pot.
Correct.
What is this thing?
I know how to properly
It's like sweat.
tend to it.
Okay. Yeah.
You need a lock pick?
All you're doing is boil it.
Yeah, over
The
here.
door's locked and they're thinking about shooting the lock.
Bust it down.
We're not thinking
Try
about
to
it.
bust it.
Yeah,
We're
Get over here.
confirming the
I'll go bust it
decision.
down.
Well, let me go check.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see if it's beyond my skill.
Okay.
Just gonna encourage him. Good job.
I'm gonna do quite the opposite.
So it doesn't seem to be beyond your
suck.
doesn't seem to be beyond your skill. It just takes you some time.
Okay.
Elf gets to work. A minute or two later, you
122.
hear a click on the lock, and he says it's unlocked now.
Good on you, buddy.
Locks suck.
I'll,
You're gonna return to the pot.
I got a hard. He's in there still.
Fuck you all.
So I'm asking if you're gonna return to the pot.
3 hours.
That's right.
Let's get tired, guys.
We take shifts for the pot.
Did you guys?
No.
Was there anybody in here?
Not yet.
we didn't open the door,
Just
so we have no
open.
idea.
Sure.
All right.
He swings the door open. Inside, you see a dark room. Looks like a basement or so. Doesn't have any stairs leading up out of the place. There's a couple of doors on the side, a large table in the middle, some shelves with some boxes
How long since it's been used? Does it look like?
It
Run my finger.
no, there's no layer of dust or anything like that. It looks like it's been it's used frequently, but not currently. There's a half-filled lantern on the table, not currently lit, and a little fireplace on the side. Coals are all cold.
Looks like a good place to stay for the night.
No windows.
No windows.
There's a lantern for you.
We'll go in there and
I immediately check for fresh livings.
Wasn't this the purple?
Okay. You find in the two side rooms, one has some foodstuffs and supplies. Looks like dried rations, that sort of stuff. The other one has a couple of cots, some rough blankets and pillows and things like that. Low quality, but they're different. They're different. I mean, they're not linens per se.
It's not the bloody.
No,
We're
no.
looking for the purple
So I
hand
coil-
safe house.
Wrap
And this
everything
was
up
the
into one
location.
blanket as far as the pillows and the blankets.
Okay.
I grabbed some food
Sure.
and head back to the next door.
Okay.
Well, yes, but
Relieve
we got
him
the
at the pot?
connections From the dude
What's
that
that?
was,
Relieve him at the pot.
Because
Copy of the house
we're looking for the clerk.
I come back by.
I
Thanks
thought
for
we got
doing
the
that.
address
If you
from
could please
Ava.
continue.
I thought we got it from
It was
the
empty.
clerk because we
Nobody
were
in there.
looking from
I'm
the other
carrying like some
person.
blankets.
Because
and
we determined that we figured out.
So you
everything
start
that
working
she
on
was
those
gonna
two.
give him.
And otherwise have drafted him to help at this point,
Look at
Yep.
this land. It's so great.
unless you wish to excuse yourself to go check out the other place.
I have terrible teeth.
Okay. So you guys look around. Like I said, the place looks empty. Doesn't look like it's been used in at least a few days. There's some dirty dishes piled up on the side. There is a bucket with filled halfway with water that looks like it's fairly old. Not like moldy or algae filled or anything, but it's obviously been here for some time. One side room has a selection of decent quality trail rations and dried foods. The other one has a couple of cots now empty as he takes all the beddings, and then some of the food.
Gotcha.
The bedding's really bad in here.
Should we just
Makes
What-
it
so
far
what
too
are you
soft.
doing
Can't
with
sleep
that?
on it.
Yeah.
Man, I accidentally got us talked into helping some old man who's dying. That's
think-
where the position's
What's wrong with that?
You think we're safe staying here?
Human.
Staying here for the rest of the night while you?
Yeah, we're gonna be up there for a while.
Okay. If you need us to take a shift or whatever, don't
Yeah.
bother me. I'm going.
If it helps,
Yes, there's a
I
pot
still
you
have
need
the
to stir.
blueprints to my chi machine. We can make the chi machine.
There's a lantern
I
right
still
there.
got the blueprints. Don't worry.
Okay, so you guys are gonna hide out here.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
always comes
And
back
if
up
you're gonna
eventually.
come in,
Yeah,
we're gonna lock the door from the inside.
do you know how?
Is there a door lock on the inside? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can figure that out.
There's also a heavy wooden bar that's currently up off to the
Oh,
side.
cool. We're gonna barricade it as well, and
Said there was
knock
other
3
doors.
times.
2 doors into
Pause,
side
not
rooms.
2
One had the
times.
food and provisions. The
Okay.
other one had a
And we'll
sleeping
know it's
area
you
with
guys.
2 cots.
All right.
I'm gonna
So
look
we're
for
gonna-
any positions or anything like that. Look for any like
For the
secret
night.
They're gonna
hatches or
barricade
something like
themselves and
Okay.
do that.
Spend some
hide
time
and hold
doing
next
that.
door. They said if you need in to knock 3 times, wait a second, and then knock 2 times.
Yeah. So we know it's them.
Can
We're
they
gonna barricade it and then look
I don't
for
know.
any access.
Search the
outside
place
room.
carefully.
Yeah,
The one
yeah.
who told me about it
Okay.
is the one with. What do you use?
Huh?
What do you use for a weapon?
An ogre hook and
Yeah, the one with the big ogre hook.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't know names.
Yeah.
I really.
It's Oswald, by the way.
It's more secure that way.
Yeah.
Who are your friends? I have no idea, honestly.
I do have Ozzy written down
Yep.
for Andy.
He has me a couple of times written down.
Yeah. Verbal knuckle.
I still don't know what. I wrote your name down, and I must have like misspelled it and wrote something over it. So I have a TH and a D.
Authority.
Thor Doug.
Yeah.
Thordug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we got Hope.
What about me? You definitely have guys.
Then
Mine's probably easy.
Gebbard.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sure.
Okay.
Is that right?
I
Yeah.
have no idea what your name is.
Sure.
Gebhard.
Gebbard. I didn't put an H after the B.
Tolman. Tolman.
I'll put the H after the
Tomlin.
G.
Tomlin.
Tomlin, yeah.
Tomlin and Bagel.
Seems more like Jeff.
It's
than
funny,
Jeff.
Bagel.
The one person's name or thing's name I can always remember is a stupid dog. I don't remember anybody else's name, but I remember Bagel.
Biscuits.
It was biscuit.
Biscuit.
Damn it!
And I only remember that because
Bagel
Bob
was
Evans.
the joke.
I
Biscuits
wrote
was
down
the real
Bagel.
bit.
He can't even remember the dog's name.
I wrote this down when he made the character and brought it to the group and introduced himself. I wrote Bagel. So that's the name of the dog for me.
Speaking of, what's today's breed?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Okay, so you guys search the place top to bottom. You find behind the stove that provides heat and some light and so forth. Again, it's completely cold. Behind it, you find a pouch hidden away, stashed, that has 12 silver in it and a small knife. And in the room with the provisions and food, there is a small grate underneath some of the crates that looks like it leads down into the sewer system. It'd be a tight squeeze to get out through it, but the mortar around it has been removed, so the grate could be removed if needed.
I will move all but one box that I could easily move myself. But if someone tried to come up from underneath, it
Yeah, I
would
need
move the box and make enough
Sure.
noise. That's kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
if
a-
they're sneaky, I'm screwed anyway. But
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, like I said, the place is completely emptied.
I wasn't that loud.
I will.
Silver. It's
The lantern has enough oil if you keep it low to burn all night.
so you know.
I was talking about
Other than that, it's just a quiet, comfortable place.
Paper's expensive.
You guys want to take shifts
it's paper.
and rest?
I'm the only one who knows
Okay.
how to write.
Um,
Or not.
Where are we
write.
sleeping?
I'm the only one who
right
knows
here
how to
in
print.
this locked, barricaded area.
Is there any secret entrances in or out of here?
There's a grate in the area, the spare room that's got the provisions in it. Had some boxes, and underneath there was a grate that looks like it has been able to be removed and put back. It'd be a tight squeeze for us to get out if we need to escape.
Is it an escape route or a transfer route to somewhere else?
It just goes into sewers,
Oh.
which is their escape route. But I've got it set up so if
Can
somebody
we just
tries
stack
to
stuff on top
We have
of it?
light
I
now.
stacked a box on top of it just in
Before I
case.
leave, I ask you to write me a
Well,
note that
I
states,
put one that way we can move it quickly.
Mr.
if we need
Cheese,
to get
thank
out.
you for the donation to the sick
So if we
of
put
the
multiple
city.
boxes, if they try and move the grate,
Okay.
we're gonna hear the
That's
boxes.
Is that what you're
why
gonna
I
write, or
handed
you're gonna
there.
change
I
it?
hand you
So
a,
if there's one box,
I hand you a
something-
very fancy
That's why
writing
we're taking
kit.
Okay.
shifts, 'cause that's where I was
I'm
gonna
trying to
say.
think what to write about
But
it
we can
now.
put multiple if
Okay.
it's easier.
I'll let you write a note whenever you're ready
Okay.
about what you actually write.
I do tell them to put at the bottom of it, sign my name.
Okay.
Oh, even better.
Signed, Frederick of Sigma.
Right?
Cheesy peasy.
The only one I'm really trying to get in trouble is the mage. So
Okay.
that's whose name I probably should.
Erdem.
Yeah,
Ernest
Of
says
Altdorf.
Toasted cheese is best.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, so you guys spend the night in the safe house, alternating somewhat with the three medics, while they tend to the elderly man. By morning, the place is cleanish. Certainly a lot better off than the lady was able to do on her own. He's looking a lot better, but still pretty sick. Without proper care long term, he may or may not make it. You give him probably a 60-40 chance at this point. I mean, you've certainly helped him out. She is immensely grateful. She cooks a fine breakfast of gruel for each of you, for whoever wishes to eat it.
I'll eat his portion. It's fine.
Okay.
It's not pepper.
He's too much of a snob to.
It does taste vaguely of boiled linen, but it's still tasty.
It's not pepper. It's not pepper. It's flea.
Oh my god.
Um,
Pause. All pause and everything.
Why, dude? Why? Added flavor.
she only has one pot.
And getting water is hard.
Cornflakes.
Good squad.
Got all those dried blister flakes.
That's
You
right.
just made me picture Pizza the Hut.
Oh yes.
Oh god.
Delicious.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Harkonnen from the first Dune.
Yes.
I have discovered how to make Matt disgusted.
I have a weak stomach for certain things. And I've seen some crap in my life, but
Slowly, I'm figuring out all of Matt's limitations on his personality. I
Yeah,
know
if
what
somebody-
he's.
if-
I know
I'm-
what
I'm
he's
warning
scared
y'all
of.
now, if I come over here and one of us happens to be sick and somebody pukes, you will have a puke
Multiple
fest
people.
started. That's it. I'm telling you.
You're a sympathetic puker.
Yes, I can't take it.
Carter, you're right across from it.
Project.
Don't open your mouth, dude.
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyways, she thanks you immensely. Hopes that you can come back soon and visit her father again. Tend to him. She doesn't have much to offer, but she does have this small amulet she got from the fair a month or two ago. Perhaps you would want it. It's a small black stone on a chain she got from some merchant in it. She said it's brought me nothing but luck ever since the carnival.
Can we just give that to Ava?
Okay. Thank you very much. You don't have to. Are you sure?
I'm like,
Okay, give me 30 seconds.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't have any other way to pay you.
Okay. Well, how about you keep it? If it brings you luck, maybe put it with your father or husband, whomever that was,
Okay.
and I'll make sure
Don't
I
do
come
that.
back. I'll come back later in the day.
Okay.
Okay. I'll check it.
swap.
You'll know
swap
you'll know by the end of the night whether or not he's probably gonna make
They
it.
swap
So
positions.
Okay.
he'll start to get better very quickly, or you're gonna need to start making arrangements.
first off, I know a little bit about those necklaces right there, and if it's brought you luck, I don't understand that because that's actually some sort of a chaos stone came from the swamps.
Oh, can't be.
It is.
Can't be.
It is.
Well, I got this. I've had nothing but good luck since then.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fine. So a
we won the lottery at my bridge club. I made like 10 silver. It was the day before my husband lost his job, but we had the 10 silver then. And then the other day he just about got run over by that wagon, and he just barely dodged it. That was the day before he got sick.
what wagon?
There was a wagon going down the road that almost hit him. They were in some sort of rush.
Did you happen to notice was it one? And I can't remember the name of the wagon.
Oh, no, coach?
Coach.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a coach. It was a trade wagon. And then that bridge, that one that got blown up, he was going to go out there that day and go fishing, and I had him stay here. That we had just gotten that amulet. It was obviously good luck.
I am. Yeah.
I won't put it on the shots.
So either way, how much does it cost for a? Well, you said the nurse people already quit once, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll go ahead and grab the silver. Everyone else is done grabbing it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody said they were going to grab it, but
What?
I now have it.
okay, and a knife.
Yeah.
Started your collection again.
Sure, because you get more land on the for
Just please don't put it on your husband. Please do me that favor.
Okay, you don't think this would help him?
No.
Okay. I'll keep wearing it then.
It works.
Superstitious.
You gotta carry 8 of them around with you.
That's the main.
If you bring 8 of them, then you get 8 times the luck.
All right.
Watch every single one of them.
He already said he would come back. I did not. But I think we need to go get some sleep.
Okay. Well, I assume you guys took shifts throughout the night rather than working straight through. So, with the safe house, you guys had plenty of rest. I'm not worried about that. So in the morning, when you guys are done, you guys bid your farewell and say you come back that evening.
I hate to ask this question, but because I was up all night treating this guy, am I going to have an exhausted state?
No, that's what I'm saying. You guys took some shifts
Okay.
and you got some sleep in between when you were
Alright,
tending
fair
for
enough.
them.
How about dog?
I actually have 8 ranks in
The
here.
dog slept the whole time.
Unskilled.
I point out
The dog slept the whole time.
Speaking of that,
Uh-huh.
do I notice the black flecks on the dog at the end of the night?
You check him in the morning. There's no sign of anything.
Okay, good.
So I just did you write the note by any chance?
Yeah.
Let's see what a shaved
Did you?
Saint Bernard
No,
looks
I
like.
didn't. Physically, I didn't write it.
But I'll
Did I write the note? Yes. Can I have it? No.
just leave it on the table.
You call it biscuit.
And how much money's worth of stuff do I feel like I took?
Of the linens and everything from her?
No, from the
I'd be
safe house.
upset.
Yeah.
Maybe a silver.
Okay.
That's being generous.
That include the food though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
I
leave.
mean, it's very basic preserved rations. It's
Okay.
not really high quality stuff.
I don't know about the pouch of money and
Right.
dagger, but I'll leave 2 silver on the table with the note.
Okay.
I'll point out the grate to him
Okay.
and say, listen, if we ever have to come back this way, there might be another way out if
Or
necessary.
in.
Or in. So, are you gonna lock the door on the way out? After we get out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there keys?
She's telling us all the stuff she said about the cart. And
But there is not here.
The stone is bringing her good luck.
That
She
might be
says.
that might be just superstition.
We need to find the other safe house now, guys.
So do
We haven't
well,
had
it's
good
morning. Do you
experiences
want?
with the pink one.
I
Breakfast?
hate
Yeah.
to. Well, I
Already had
hate to.
breakfast.
Oh, did you? There's a Chucky. I had just a little. I could see it right here in your little elfin.
I didn't eat it, he did.
It's all on the front of his
I
shirt.
can see Matt's
the-
stomach
So what
going
name
up
are you?
I hate
down.
you guys.
So what name are you giving me?
Oh, Trotsky.
Trotsky. Okay.
Poor Trotsky and Frederick. Everybody
It's
dies.
been recycled
Um,
so much.
It's only been me that's used it.
So should we go to the other safe house, or should we go check the carriage company, or should we split up and do both, or?
I prefer not going to the safe house where everybody was just murdered and there's likely town guard.
I don't think it's the same. No, that's not the same one.
We were given 2 safe houses.
Oh,
This
there we were
one's
given
clear.
a total of 3.
Right. There was a safe house where Jarman was hiding that he killed the guards because they were turning on him.
So we still have 1 safe house to go.
There were 2 additional ones that Ava gave you related to Góða's band, where this other guy is. One of these 2 is where, based on the description of near the inn, those were the most likely possibilities of where he might be hiding out. Now, there's no guarantee of that.
Yeah. I thought we got it from the defector because we never actually talked to Ava at all. We just took the dog. and
Ava
left.
told no.
I think Ava told it also. The defector, I think,
Okay.
said also.
Because I know we questioned the defector.
Yeah, the
about
defector
that also
gave you
and us
information.
Ava did give me. I forgot. I thought he didn't get the information from the dog. Actually, Ava gave it to me as soon as he agreed to give the dog.
Right.
Okay.
Then let's go to the other safe house.
Okay, so I think I heard some of you want to go to the safe house and some of you want to go to the coaching tent.
I was
Group?
asking if we were going to split up, because if we're not, then that's okay. I just wanted.
Do I get to heal some wounds back?
You do.
Okay.
You rested for the night.
Thank goodness.
I'm not paying
Do I need to?
You did not lower your guard as such. So no, you don't get your fate or fortune point.
Did I use up all my healing poultices and stuff on the guy?
You used 1. Yeah, I mean, healing poultices help with some of the worst wounds, but they're not. It's not really effective long term.
Can you make healing poultices?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Can I?
No, that'd be healthy.
You know what? Actually,
That'd be helpful. I'd have
I
that.
don't know. What type of skill is
I
it to
don't-
make?
A crafting skill of some sort.
Like
But
herblet.
he would be one that would probably have the skills to be able to do it. I'd be open to that. Again, you'd have to have the components.
I think it's apothecary that has it. That's the thing.
Which is
There's
what
a,
he
there's
is.
a specific talent for it.
Yeah,
there is.
Yeah. I
So I
remember
need
there's a
herbal
specific. No, it's there's an
No,
actual
that's right.
Pacific. There's an actual Pacific talent for it.
I don't know. You'd be the one most likely to have
I know
that skill.
apothecary has it. That's something I think I'll do.
So it's something we can look at if that's something you want to make. I mean, you still got to get the materials, which means
Concoct.
typically it's you get things for half price if you can succeed.
There's also craftsman apothecary. Probably.
Pharmacist. That's what it is.
Okay,
I don't know. Oh wow.
might be a more advanced one for you
Yeah.
for the talent.
I don't know.
Either way. So, all of you heading to the other safe house, or are some of you going to the coaching inn or the coaching company, or somewhere else?
I'm going
These
to
are-
say-
I'm just
Safe
tagging
house.
along with the elf wherever he decides to go.
I feel like if these are Góða's safe houses, he's one of the he's the highest looking. I think it's dangerous if we split up.
I want to try
Okay.
to go earlier
Gotcha.
in the morning to get each
And you can
other
teach me
lab
one of the skills I know.
Okay.
So,
before we get into a fight.
Okay, you can do that or on the way to the other safe
Okay.
house. That's fine. If it's a normal any basic stuff, you can just pay for the price.
I mean, kind of disappointed in the axe. So.
Unless it has particular rareness.
It's just a
I gotta
basic
do it
thing.
by
Yeah.
I don't think we have to.
So you guys head to the other safe house, I believe, all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Along the way, the dwarf stops by a blacksmith shop, grabs something off the shelf, says, "I'll take this." Whatever weapon it is.
It's a Morning Star.
Okay. Swings it around at the elf.
Did you pay for it, or did you just
I-
walk
yeah,
up and
yeah,
grab
I-
it?
He's paid for it.
Oh, okay. I was like, holy shit.
Mine!
And if they let him get away with that, that's pretty awesome.
That's what happens when you wear this heavy armor.
I was gonna say-
No one wants to mess with
Take-
that.
I'm taking this.
Dwarf Ironbreaker.
You go ahead.
I guess so. Go for
Buy
it.
one, get it free.
Can I at least put my initials on it, you know?
But no, I pay for it.
Free advertisement. John's Blacksmithing.
Buy it, get
Okay.
it free.
You've been killed by John's Blacksmithing.
It imprints the name.
It doesn't have spikes. It just has a blacksmith's
Oh my
mark.
god, that would be awesome. That would be fantastic.
It's just like
This is a fork dude with his head crushed in.
yeah.
What's this weird symbol?
Murder victim killed by a John's Craftsman's shop.
He was killed by a building.
Okay, so
If I get any more tired, I'm crawling in your lap and going to sleep.
Huh?
That's my spot.
I don't think you're gonna get any sleep.
Wait,
on
what?
his lap.
I can fluff.
I don't know. He looks a little comfy. You know, like just snuggle up with him.
I can fluff up the beanbag if you really are game.
Would
Why
you
else
call
do
me?
you-
Damn, dude, that was rude. He comes over, he's all like, "All right."
Fluff up that beanbag. Wait a minute.
That's what you're gonna be for Halloween.
I'm just gonna sit on the front porch like this. Are you Jabba the Hutt? No, I'm a beanbag chair.
Oh, that's great.
I would get to the Hutt.
I
I'm fine
bet
with that.
that beanbag.
I'm more.
Then do my injuries go down?
yeah.
My own best friend.
Beanbag.
I go to bed at almost every single night. This is unusual.
Like I had 2 -1s.
Yeah,
Those are
I think I'm
gone.
to bed pretty
Okay.
early for
And
myself.
then CR.
The broken arm.
I'm going to five.
Yeah, that they treated and
Essays
gave
and whatnot.
that benefit.
Oh, you're a junior
remember
or a
that.
senior?
Okay.
Junior.
Go ahead
I'm sorry.
and
This is the
roll
worst year of high
a.
school.
Oh,
Toughness
this is my
check?
worst year of high school.
Endurance, endurance was
I just
healing.
Yeah, he's taking all the state tests. He didn't start the college.
Okay,
class.
I'm fine with endurance.
His junior year.
Well,
I started college.
I'm not thinking endurance only because endurance is something you train, and you can't really train your body to heal faster.
He would have been
The
in
base,
them,
the
but
base healing
He
with.
fucked up. And we
healing
fucked
wounds
up. We
is
didn't
endurance.
realize the deadlines
So
for
that's
everything.
that's the
and
Warhammer mechanics with it.
I
Is
lost
Yeah.
something like 20 hours worth of college credit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
the
fine with that.
chance to get.
Go ahead and roll that with a plus 30 for the
But it definitely is more
medical
stressful.
attention you had previously.
Okay.
Do you guys do CCT at your school?
Mhm.
Do you
Do-
guys? 1101 and 1201 are definitely worth it because those are going to
Um,
count towards your.
It's gonna be like
English
a
credits.
180 something.
180. Okay.
Psychology's worth
So-
it 'cause it gives you your social credits.
I've already taken psychology.
Yeah, it's gonna be
The college
180
psychology?
and then some
Nope.
digit.
Oh,
Can't
Okay.
take college
So
psychology.
from
Not
the
till fresh- not till his junior year.
the way I'll do that is
well, you're a
for
junior next year.
whatever
No,
you
I've
roll
already taken
over
psychology
100.
classes.
You have a freshman level.
Mechanically,
college level.
probably
You could probably still take
divided by
college level.
2.
CCP
So 80
psychology is
points
different from just
Divided by 2 is
psychology.
40
Okay.
points.
Wait, what?
Okay.
So that
Oh, you're just shaking
percentage
your head.
of the wound is healed.
Oh, okay.
So 40%.
40% of the
Like,
minus
instead
50.
rattling.
That's
Like
minus
this year's
25.
Okay, minus
Probably
25.
not
So
taking
40%
that
of that is
Mine
gone.
Graduated
If it's
last year
if you're at
with
if you're less than
hated
5,
all
then it's
CCP
just
students.
then it's just healed.
Because she took all like whatever the accelerated classes were,
AP.
honors or AP. And she was like CCP classes because she would sit on them and help.
I mean,
the
dwarfs
students
with
for
high
CCP
endurance are going to heal pretty
were,
quick
like, half
anyways.
the challenge
But I want
level
to keep
of
it
a
semi-realistic.
Did she go to
It's
Wayne?
not break your arm one day and it's
She
healed
went to
completely
the,
the next day.
No, they're-
Anyways, I
I'm
should
doing-
probably
She was
make
like, all the
something with
CCP
my
courses were jokes.
books
The
that I
CCP
have
courses are
Okay.
easier
I
than
could probably
AP
make something
courses.
with
I'm doing a mix of
Okay,
both.
good.
The only thing I'm
Probably.
struggling with
I
is
don't
what
know.
we're doing right now. I have to write a
I'll
10-page
have to make a
essay
milk cart. I need
That's
to
on
just
just the
Wells.
research argument. That's not Wells.
Oh, okay.
That's
Never mind.
Richardson with
Okay.
1201.
One of my
Wells,
friends-
we're not writing anything. We don't even have a final exam in that class.
It's 10 pages on what?
Okay, so you guys
I'm
follow
doing,
the
on
address to the other
diversity
location.
cities,
It
how it
leads
affects
to
the
a
My examples
Um,
of San Francisco.
dingy terraced back street in Begliedersalle is the street. Say that 10 times fast.
You get it started.
Okay.
Later, Charlie.
It is a working class neighborhood. where at this point in the by early morning, everybody's out working, doing their things. You head down the street, and it indicates an alleyway that heads off to the side. And looking down the alleyway, you see what looks like a small, overgrown park area, like a little fountain in the middle, and some weeds and dead grass and so forth around it.
Wait,
Do we have a location for this in the map?
No.
Alright.
There's
It's
no
not
doors
like-
or anything in this.
Not in. Not. I mean, the street is just regular residence buildings and so forth. Nothing stands out.
I'm gonna head back there because I can at least look the part.
Okay.
Because I have that
yeah.
etiquette,
Okay.
etiquette criminal.
Okay. So you look shady as you.
Yeah, I
He-
want you to wait.
Oh,
He steps into the alleyway and looks shady.
where'd he go?
I look like a son of a woman.
Okay.
Man,
So
he
you
looks just
you
like
wander
Drake.
back there,
Actually, I kind of like the way we played that last one, but I don't want to end up being
helping some other dying person.
stuck. again. I tell you, dude, if there's another dying, excuse my language, dying old man, I'm.
That was so inconvenient.
It was.
We have to.
For a 60-40 chance at the end. That's the best part.
Yeah.
He
we have
improved
to
his
go-
odds slightly.
There's a on the,
You improved his odds quite a bit.
on the street up here.
Fr-
There
fr-
wasn't one of the. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. From your conclusion, he probably would have been dead within the next few days.
Yeah, probably.
So.
Right.
Um,
But I want to just work our way back.
Dude, I'm just 20.
I'm gonna walk like I have a purpose.
Okay. You walk back there. It's a small courtyard. Like I said, there's a central fountain with what looks like a partially damaged statue of Sigmar on the
Your
center
eye
of it.
torch? You're supposed to drink it, not snort it.
You could snort it. The fountain itself is dry. It's filled with weeds and brush and so forth. The grass around it is untended and dead as well. Across the way looks like a small shrine, small building, one room place. According to the label on it, which you can't read, looks like some sort of temple to Sigmar.
Okay.
On the side is a short flight of stairs that leads down into like a lower section, and there's a section of the wall down there that's broken and crumbling in. The shrine itself looks like it's in disrepair as well,
Didn't we already
given
go
that
here?
Sigmar is not a very popular deity here.
It's a Sigmar dump.
All right. I'm gonna. So there's a way into the crumbled wall.
Mhm.
I'll just look. I'll take a second just to look at the statue and smirk,
Okay.
and then head over to the crumbled wall.
Okay. Okay.
Friedrich silently screams inside me.
Okay. You head down into the gloom beyond the fountain. Looking in through the thing, you see a large chamber, lower level of the temple itself. Again, more brush and cobwebs and things like that. The place looks almost completely abandoned. Fairly bad repair. On the right-hand side, midway along the wall, is a oak door that looks like it's been painted at some point in the past in purple, now flaking and chipping off.
Okay, I'm doing a pause, look and listen to see if I've been spotted by any people
Any people?
I see.
or anything. Looking around.
You don't spot anything.
Hook or just jumps out in the dark.
I look back. Is the group at a vantage point that can see me?
From where you're at, you're down a bit, and you're around the corner. You can't see the main street from where you're at.
All right. I'm at this point. If I don't feel like I've been spotted or heard, I'll stealth back to where the group can see me.
Okay.
Try to get somebody out of the group. I don't care if they can all see me. The crowd's waving forward.
Wave him on. Okay. So you guys all head over there.
Before I head over there, do I see any carriages out on the main street from that
No.
same company? Okay.
No.
I'll read the sign.
Okay. The sign on the front of the temple labels it as the Shrine of the Holy Companion.
Hey, look yours.
All right.
The only thing of note is that inn, you can see it down the main street, like just past the next intersection off to the left. So you're easily within walking distance of that location.
Oh, okay.
Shrine of the Trader God.
Got the cookie after.
I smirk and shake my head and then say, all right, guys, I'm going to whisper.
So
There's a door on the lower level. Looks like it was painted purple. So, at the very least, it's the one piece of this particular structure. It looks like it's been at least tended to some bit. I'm going to head in, check the door. I'd like some backup, but I'm worried about the structure itself. Looks like it could be something that if it's a safe house, instead of being worried so much about getting out, they could be worried about crushing whoever finds it.
and then the inn's right over there,
Well, this is probably
What
the place then.
Oracle sandwich.
where the
Chain and sword and chain,
Yeah.
or sword
Sword
and
and
flail.
flail.
Sword and flail.
Sword and flail.
oh yeah, I got your back.
Can you check out the structure, see if it's going to hold us? You and this engineer. Will this structure be okay, or do you look like it looks like it's ready to fall at all?
Can I make an engineering check to see if it's rigged to fall?
Sure. And you had stonework?
I have
Oracle
geology,
sandwich.
metallurgy,
Got it.
smithing. Yeah.
I do have an old Coley symbol too.
Both of you give me a blind GM roll.
Oh, that's so
They
unfortunate.
get you in places.
That was a good roll,
I know, I
otherwise.
got a 96, which is
that way
a
I guess go with geology. I mean, you don't really have
I don't know any of the
architecture or stonework as such, but you could identify it.
gods. He was one of the few I would
It's
have worshipped.
tangential, at least.
I
Which is
look at
equally
it
as
and
good.
realize it's fine.
Good. Can't believe I
Tall.
worked this one for so long.
I think it's tall is the one I worship, or the one I would
Yeah.
worship.
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that. He's all like,
Raya, I'm sorry, not tall. Raya.
oh, because apparently he was.
I'd be able to tell you if I could use my roll I got before I knew we had the private GM.
Maybe you
Okay.
got a better one.
The two of them take a look at it, declare it safe.
Okay.
Looks like it's locally carved stone, but
Alright.
appears
I do it.
safe to them.
I head on in
Okay.
quietly.
I'll go right behind him.
Okay. So just the two of you going in.
Anybody
I am
else?
stealthy.
Oh, you're stealthing.
I'll stealth because I.
You providing cover noise?
I'll stealth as
What
well.
are you gonna see?
I'll stealth as well. Gonna blind.
It's bright daylight and it's not. I mean, it's shadowy. It's shadowy inside there, but not dark.
Issue I ever had. All my other
It's a
characters.
hooded lantern too, so you can put it. If
There was a
Got it.
lantern in the hidey hole you guys could have picked up.
All my other characters in any
Oh,
other
no,
game.
it was already out of oil. We used
Well,
to.
and again, like I was just saying, it's bright daylight right now. It's cold, being that you're in Middenheim, but it's not pitch black underneath in the building.
Yeah.
It's just gloomy.
Alright,
as such.
I won't use one.
Safe
Okay.
humans and dwarves.
Okay, so the three of you head in. The rest of you going to go in or stay outside?
I'm gonna stay
Cover
outside.
something.
I'll listen for.
Oh,
Do you have a heavy crossbow?
I do not.
I have an extra pistol.
I'll listen for anything of note once I get that.
Okay.
Give it to him.
Do you have black powder?
Yeah, he's used to he's used to the
But I don't know how to shoot black powder right without.
Well,
he's used to the standard dwarven tactic: heavy crossbow, then drop and draw axe.
Right, that's it. Whack.
You get one good shot.
I have a
Um,
Okay.
Wait.
Is so there's the bottom entrance,
Uh huh.
and then there's a regular door.
Yeah.
Does it look like there's like a back door?
You could walk around. It doesn't look like there's an easy access to it. The courtyard, the small courtyard here,
I'm
just
more
the
trying
front
for
of it.
someone running out. That's what I'm more worried about. I'm not looking for access, but I'm looking for an easy way out,
Pretty much.
other than the other way.
There may be at the back of the temple, but the temple is up above the level that they're going in. They're going into like a basement section, which doubles back towards the courtyard.
Okay.
Okay, if you envision it.
Not
So
really.
think of a rectangular temple stretching down in front of you. There's a stairwell on the left. They walk down to it, and halfway along the building, there's a hole in the wall. They go into the hole, and on their right is a door underneath the front of the temple.
Okay.
Okay, towards the courtyard side. The back side is debris and trash and so forth. It's abandoned.
Okay.
So if there's another exit per se, which is natural to assume given a safe house, then it would either be into the courtyard or into the sewer system, etc., not through the back of the temple.
Okay. I don't know. Where do people want me to be? I guess.
In
Yeah,
Okay.
in there with us. You
So
guys
I'm
want
going.
you want the door
You're
open?
going down
Are
as
you?
well?
Yeah.
The four of them are preparing to go in. The other three of you are going
Watch the
to.
courtyard. I think
Did
there's a
you-
secret exit or entrance.
Did you by any chance bring your bow, extra bow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's close by.
Yeah, you watch.
He keeps it
as well.
stored at the local
If
store.
you're not going down with us, maybe you can cut someone.
I'll stand out here with my lantern.
Yeah, it's daylight right now.
It's
Okay.
daytime.
Oh.
You can have your lantern. That's fine. I just.
Yes. It's
Nobody bothers him
It's
because
a
they
precaution.
think he's insane.
No,
There's
So
an
dark.
eclipse coming.
I'll just stand outside and watch.
Just keep an eye
Yeah,
on the courtyard in
keep a
case something
pistol.
comes out.
So we'll play his character again.
Okay. What about the two of you?
I'm sticking with him.
Okay. So the dog and you are down there. What about you, Ben?
Oh, I'll go with him.
Okay. So everybody except for the engineer is going down into the area.
The reason
Can
I'm
wear those
following
things
him
here.
everywhere is
Sounds
because I'm trying to
alright.
learn. So,
Okay. I'm fine.
Just leave him out there by himself.
who's
I
out
really
there by
think
himself?
Okay.
I really think there's like a secret exit.
Okay.
I'm
I'll wait
making
outside.
sure no one
Okay.
comes and
Yeah,
gets us from
that's fine.
behind.
I'll wait out there. for you.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But if that guard is easy to kill, is their concern,
Well, wait.
then it's not very effective. It's generally
honestly, if
safest,
we were
regardless,
combat,
if somebody's going to stay guard, to at least have a second person, even if they're capable.
I got you. I'll be the body. You be the bullets.
I'll just put 3 bullets into them, and if
Why
they're
not?
not dead by then
Hey, Matt,
I just
honestly,
surrender.
Okay.
That's always
I'm
good.
sorry.
My bad, my bad.
Sorry, I didn't mean
Let
to
me
shoot
put it on
you.
the gun,
just
and then I pull my
Matt.
second gun out.
I don't
and
have
I shoot them
anything.
3 more times. So they're
Okay,
still not
so
dead.
anyways,
They were really
the 5 or
Stay
6 of
outside.
you or whatever head downstairs to the door
Yep.
We got this.
and do what?
Check the traps.
Okay, give me a blind perception roll.
I'm listening pretty intently.
Okay, give me a blind perception
And
roll.
listen hard.
Really concentrates on that listening.
That was my blind perception.
Is there water in the fountain?
No.
No.
Completely dry.
I'm thirsty.
Could go get a bucket.
It's not a well. It's a fountain.
I know.
Oh, to
Refill
refill
it
it.
with water.
Yeah, we can
We're
leave.
running
Walk
bored
down.
out here. We might as well do. Well, the courtyard is right over here, right?
Yeah, let me check one of my recipes.
It's not on
Actually,
the map.
there might
Not
have five
supposed-
people
yeah,
on
it's
some
not-
guys.
That's the park.
I was gonna say there's
What's
this
that?
giant body of water.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
the
slash
Grand
R
Park
home
is
base.
a ways away.
I was gonna say we could just fill it up with the water right next
You
to
blind?
us, but
You need a space after the R.
Did you? Okay, you did get that.
don't
I
have a
did get
bucket,
that.
so-
But you need a space after the R.
There's snow. There's probably dead roots around here. And
I wondered if I had messaged it or rolled it.
Okay. All quiet.
That's actually one.
Seems
try.
safe.
Okay. Check to see if it'll open.
Does not currently open.
Try to unlock it.
Okay. You kneel down, start working on it, and
103.
okay. After a minute or so, the lock opens up. Okay. You swing open the door.
I'm rolling bad.
Inside is a large chamber. There's a single door on the far side. The chamber itself has what looks like the remnants of a couple of small campfires in the place. Off to the left is some sort of altar with miscellaneous things on it. Doesn't seem to have any specific religious iconography or anything. Looks like more remnants, like burnt candles and things like that.
If I don't see a person, I head straight to the far door.
Okay. You head over to the other door. You open it up. Similar to the previous one, it's a little storeroom that has a handful of supplies. Unlike the other one, this one looks mostly empty. Most of the supplies are gone.
Is there a grate in the floor?
There is not a grate in this case.
I'm gonna look over the altar, see if there's hidden spots where typically an altar would have like a little alcove for storage of materials, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean there's a shelf underneath it. Nothing of note in it other than some dust.
Check our fireplaces to see if there's any warmth.
Yeah, there is some. Looks like it was fairly recently occupied. Probably last night. But whoever was here is gone.
Is
Any-
the floor stone or mud?
The floor is stone.
Okay.
Thad, you smell a strong, lingering odor of tobacco in the air.
Similar tobacco?
Yes.
See, we wouldn't have stayed to help that stupid old man.
Okay, I try to follow my nose.
It disappears as soon as you leave the place.
Okay.
But whoever was staying here, at least within the last few days, smelled strongly of tobacco or was smoking.
Okay, well, I'll inform him.
Okay.
Like, yeah, somebody's been here.
Otherwise, the place looks abandoned at this point. At least there's nobody here.
So there's
So we're behind him.
Run a
Day
rifle
behind
through
him.
the.
no personal effects like he might be back.
No. Everything of note, and like I said, quite a few of the supplies seem to have been taken.
Run a rifle through the ashes, look for bits of paper, stuff like that.
There looks like scraps of paper that were used to either start the fire or otherwise were burnt. They're all beyond use at this point. There's nothing of value to them. Near the door, there's also a couple of scrape marks of something heavy being drug along the ground. Maybe the size of a lockbox.
He's still carrying them with him. Check for signs of blood on the floor.
There is quite a bit of dried blood. Looks fairly old around the altar.
They've been doing fucking dark
It's
shit.
Sigmar, what do you expect?
Do you want
I don't know why I still keep getting offended by this shit.
what type
You are
of
not a
miscellaneous
priest.
item?
You are
You
simple
gave
position.
candles. There's nothing like a dagger or stuff like
No, nothing of any value and nothing of any specific religious
that.
significance.
Miscellaneous stuff on
From the decorations and the candles and everything, it appears to be obviously it's an altar. It looks like it was used in some sort of worship, but there's not enough pieces remaining to give you any indication of what religion or what worship it was.
Is it safe to come down?
I head back out.
No.
Okay.
Let you guys know. Well, we found this is the place where he was staying, but he's gone.
Well, if he was here, from what you tell me, if he was here last night,
Warm fire, yeah.
we can catch him on the road. We know where he's headed. We need to go and see where the. Is there anything else you guys need to do in town before we head straight to the coaching?
Get my stuff.
All right. Well, you're fast. You go do that. By
I
the time we all get to the coaching.
Yeah, by the time we get there.
You want me to take a look at the altar?
We couldn't even tell that there was any signs of what they were worshiping.
Yeah.
If you want to take a look at it, by all means.
They were worshiping me.
I'm gonna look for
Oh,
the actual
they were worshiping
church
Hughes.
above.
Okay, check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it used to be a reasonable temple to Sigmar. I mean, a smaller one. Has long been trashed, completely abandoned, covered in dust and cobwebs.
I'll go check out the altar and reference some of the books that he gave me from the other altar
Okay.
and see if I can determine what this was.
It may have some relationship to it, but nothing conclusive.
Okay.
Like I said, at this point, it's just a bunch of burnt down candles.
How much supplies were in the one storehouse?
The other
Safe house.
the other storehouse, you'd estimate probably had about two months of supplies for an individual. I mean, obviously more people would go through it faster. This one looks like it has only a couple of weeks left.
Okay.
We gathered that,
And-
though.
I'm gonna
And,
go
and
study
if we
that.
take
Okay.
and if we take a coach, I mean, honestly, it should get us there for sure.
I was more checking to see if there's only like a couple days there, and he's going to safe house collecting supplies. I was more checking that.
First place I go to is the Sword and Flail. See if he's there.
Okay. I'm gonna head there.
I'm gonna go study the statue before we leave.
I tell you where I'm going.
Out
Okay.
in the front.
Yeah,
So,
tell me.
do you want
Okay.
to
There, check for
Give,
any.
I don't-
give me
I
a
don't-
religion
want
lore.
us to head directly to
Can I
coaching
use
in then and
Laura
you
Ulrich?
meet us there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do
Well,
we
no,
need to
it's not
pick up
Ulrich.
anything
Yeah,
on the way?
Sigmar. I should.
We got a couple weeks of rations from this place, but that's only a couple days for each
It
of
would be
us.
theology.
We'll need
Theology
rations
would
for
work.
more.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the
don't know how
terminology
long
is,
we're
but
gonna be
I
this
don't
long.
have
Yeah,
theology,
you got some
so
money?
Okay.
that-
Swamp?
I assume
So,
we're based
you,
on-
you know what you know about
I'll give
Sigmar.
you 2 gold.
Like I said, it's a
I'm going
I
into
was less
swamp.
looking for Sigmar
Yep.
and more for trapdoors, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
okay. So you're
Other
gonna take some time to
mechanisms.
search the fountain for
Yeah.
something like that. Okay.
Uh,
I'm not looking for theology. I'm looking for mechanics.
Okay, so
We're
that'll
all
take a
gonna
while to check the place carefully
head in
for it.
the direction of the coaching in, and pick up supplies along the way. Is that?
Oh, okay.
Does that mean unless you've got another place to go?
I mean, we got supplies from the other
Right.
place.
Which
What,
would be like,
what other supplies?
well, it'd be
would
like a
we
couple.
buy?
That's only like a couple days worth, right?
It said it was a month's worth
Well,
for one person.
For one person.
If
we
we,
got a
if
couple
we
weeks
cleaned it
here
out,
too.
we didn't
Well,
clean that out.
We can easily go back.
Okay.
True.
I'm fine with
If you
that.
do, take that note and don't leave the note.
Can we take the silver too?
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody needs before we leave the city, though? Like, if we get there and they say, "Yeah, no, he left earlier today," then we gotta go.
Using my medical knowledge, is there anything that I might be able to prepare for the swamps? That, like, any diseases that might be well known or funguses we have to watch out? Anything I can prepare, like, okay, I know I need this particular type of medicine ahead of time.
I can make some stuff out of the stuff in the swamp.
Yeah, maybe.
Antitoxin type stuff.
Yeah.
Swamp out.
Oh, hey, look, there
I
just
have
happens to be
nothing
poison
to do.
dart frogs. And
Yeah, I mean it's a grim swamp. So any of those natural challenges you would find, as far as what you could get to prepare for it, the city isn't really going to have a whole lot of stuff for that because it's too far away.
fair enough.
But the villages around the swamp certainly would have things.
So as we get closer, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not an unreasonable thing to get like an antitoxin or something like that for the poisons in the swamp. The apothecary says that he has knowledge along those lines also.
Cool.
But yeah, it's something in the city they don't care about it.
It was
It's
a
too
long
far away.
shot,
Yeah,
but I
it's,
figured
mean, it's
I'd
not
ask.
not a bad idea, but
I
I can't think of anything that really jumps out and says, yeah, you should anti-troll venom or something like that.
Sure, why not?
Well, if he's in the caravan, right, and he's riding away, I tell the pigeon to go to the caravan, and then it blows up.
Use my
Is
wisdom.
that how
Oh.
the pigeon bomb works? It's like you trained.
Well, it's like you get a messenger pigeon.
I'm
and
gonna
you,
buy
like,
a cheap
deliver
set
a
of
message
clothes.
Right
Okay.
there.
I don't have
when
my
it goes
character
to deliver
sheets
the
right
He's
message,
still wearing
it
his
says,
raggedy
"Message
old
is
fancy
bomb."
clothes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna buy a cheap set of clothes
Okay.
They just unroll it and it's just
because you don't walk in wet socks.
Always got to keep your socks dry.
It's actually very serious.
How much
I told
is
the
a-
kids that repeatedly when we went camping with the scouts.
How much is a plague outfit? Plague doctor.
A plague mask? What do we say? A gold when you bought one?
The actual kit up and everything was like a couple gold.
Oh,
Did you ever do the whole socks like tucked into your clothes?
Okay,
to dry
so
type thing?
my understanding, you guys are going to spend a limited amount of time, go to the other safe house, get the rations from there. I think I hear a couple of different other supplies, and then go to the coaching place.
Yep.
And okay,
I'm stopping at the sword and flail first.
okay,
Well, my overall thing is yes, he's going out there and stuff like that, but we also still have to take care of the dwarven place, which we've not touched at all.
well, there was no time frame on that one.
There could be.
They killed the dwarves killed the girl.
Yes, but there was an attempt on the high secret dwarven weaponry
Right. But
that I feel like we should take care of before leaving the town.
You're only saying that because you're a dwarf.
And
What kind of creature or
That's
human?
like Americans saying, I want to go destroy Afghanistan. The only reason they want to go to destroy Afghanistan is because they did 9/11.
The Afghans are our friends, dude.
What?
We don't want to
Sure.
destroy Afghanistan.
Uh,
It's like Kuwait. Kuwait offered to pay every soldier that went over there. What was it like? It's like $10,000 or something like that per soldier. They were literally like, "Here's $2.5 billion to pay your soldiers."
if you want to stop by and see if they've heard any, if
America was
the
like,
captain's heard any updates
we're
on
not
it, or
mercenaries.
if you want to stop
Yeah,
by
we
it,
are.
the dwarves will see
hey, the
it.
military.
the military isn't, the soldiers are.
But they refused Kuwait's money. The
Right, well, they
prince
didn't-
was like, "Here's."
Yeah, they didn't want to be indebted to them as the military.
So I don't know if you want to stop like by the captain first and see if he's heard anything new. If not, go to the dwarves and see if there's any information they can give us. But really, if there's a time frame to it, we have no idea. 'Cause we haven't got, like you said, we haven't touched it. So,
You can check in with them at least.
and see if they've heard anything. If there's been additional attempts or anything like that.
Okay. So you're gonna stop by the dwarves. You're gonna stop by the inn, and everybody else just need some basic supplies or whatever, and I'm gathering somebody's going to go to the other safe house and get the food.
How much money are we putting on supplies, I guess?
Well,
There's
we've got-
26 gold in the group fund.
We've got.
Who has that?
Me.
He had the
It's easy
group
to
fund
say-
from Milton.
Yeah, it's easy to save the group fund when you don't come to the game.
Right?
But I got 3 gold to
Yes.
spend.
I had one.
Was it?
I got a
No,
couple
2 gold.
silver.
I think
I-
supplies
I'm
are
like a
fairly
big
easy.
deposit
Who's
box.
going to the other
Deposit
safe
in,
house?
then-
Forget about it.
Do you
Find in the will.
We need someone to unlock the safe house door.
I was more asking about other gear and stuff.
I know, understand that. I understand that.
I'm going with Matt.
You're going with Matt,
Matt, we need you to unlock the other safe house door
so Matt's going to the other safe house.
first. But it's right down the street, so
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go unlock the safe house for him.
Okay, so you guys get back to the safe house, check over it. The note is gone, as are the coins.
Okay.
The place still doesn't have anybody otherwise in it. The food is still there, so hasn't changed otherwise. But the note and the coins
I
are
just
gone.
smirk and shake my head like, damn it.
Okay,
How about the lantern?
I think we need to buy our own food.
lantern's still there.
I think they poisoned the food.
I think we need to buy our own food and call it.
Okay,
a
like I
day.
said, there's a month of food here, if you guys want to take it. You have 2 weeks, I think, from the other place. Maybe I think I said 2 months worth of food here.
Yeah.
So okay, so 2 months of food plus the 2 weeks, if that's what you guys want.
Oh, screw it. Let's take it.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. We wander
So
over.
whoever wants to write that down as far as the food supplies.
I'm not carrying that much food.
I mean, well,
I mean, I can
it's gonna
carry
be
it if we
loaded.
want to
Yeah.
go a slower trip.
It's gonna be loaded. It's gonna be loaded in the carriage for now.
Slow the dwarf
anyway.
down.
We have a bowling ball.
Alrighty.
I'm not.
Okay.
gonna
So-
carry
And
things.
then-
I don't need to eat.
He's getting some information from the dwarfs. When you check in with them, Modi was the dwarf in charge of the library. He gives you similar information to what you had before. They had caught a thief several days before, trying to abscond with several technical drawings and books dealing with cannons and explosives and so forth. As they put it to you, it's far more advanced than any of those humans could understand, so they're unsure why anybody would want them. But the thief was captured and killed at the time. The only thing of note from them was that she was when she was killed, she was unidentifiable except for she wore one of her front teeth on a cord around her neck.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing else on her. They don't have any leads as to who she might have been working for or anything like that. As far as they're concerned, it's a done deal. They reported it to Schutzman so that he was aware that there had been a disturbance, but they're not necessarily expecting any investigation because they don't have any idea where to go.
Okay.
So as far as they're concerned, they're certainly open for you looking into it if you have some thoughts. They're curious who might have been behind it, but they don't have any indication of who or where or what at this point. Okay. You go to the Red Knight Inn
With me.
or the Sword and Flail or whatever the tavern is.
Sort of thing.
You get in there. The place seems relatively empty. Quite a few of the mercenaries are either out on jobs or whatever. Most notably the Red Shields. There's only like 3 or 4 in the back of the room.
The red shields.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
Hey, it's the elf again.
Yeah,
You here to hire us this time?
Well, I was thinking about it. There's only a couple of you left. Did you guys get hired by that damn clerk again?
Oh, we can't talk about our clients.
I know that, but
Well, we should talk about your clients.
how about I pay for the information? You become my client.
Well, we still can't talk about our other clients. We got standards, you know.
What's it gonna take for the idea? Okay, let's see if we can work around this.
How about you join us for some beers?
How much is your standards worth?
Right. I'll put a silver down. Bring some beers.
Okay.
I'm not drinking.
You're not going to drink with us? We too low for you?
No, I gotta get on the road. I gotta be sober. Have you met the group I travel with?
Yes, I would think you'd want more beer.
No, I gotta stay sober. Gotta stay sober. Especially with that.
I don't know. We can't trust anybody who doesn't want to drink with us.
Well, whatever.
Slides over a beer to you.
I'll have a beer.
Just one.
That's how it starts.
Just one.
That's it.
No, it's Everclear, not beer.
And fails your consume
It
alcohol.
reminds you of
Yeah.
private again.
Give me a consume alcohol roll.
One beer.
No.
All right.
Whiskey.
Off the progressive several beers that they feed you before they give you any useful information to know whether you're trustworthy.
Right. The consume alcohol is not bad.
The
There you
best
go.
thing is, I'm there with
56.
Okay, then you roll too.
Plus.
No.
You said you're with them.
No.
Yes,
They're all drinking though.
You
they
got
do.
Drinking.
They do.
Alcohols,
Hey, Dad.
toughness. 115.
115. Okay, so Ben.
Need to go get his sheet again.
That poster said the Land Raider last came. Only fired 2,000 rounds before he needs a barrel replacement.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you generally only get one shot before the tank needs a replacement.
I have not rolled a very good roll today.
The tank's gun
Um,
only can fire 2,000.
Yes.
Dude, that's the way it is in real
69.
life, man. Take
69.
girls to
Okay. So you over the course of the next 30 minutes, hour or so, you imbibe several beers. It buzzes you a bit, but you're able to still pay attention and so forth. The other guy, not so well. He gets sloshed pretty quickly. After a while, they explain to you that about a dozen or so of their guys packed up their bags this morning. They said something about they were traveling. They'd be gone for a few weeks. Be back at that point when the job was done.
Is there anything you can give me that I could use to tell them to back away from the guy the guy they're helping? One evil, chaos-ridden son of a gun.
He's a chaos guy. You got proof of that?
All of my proof had to be. I don't know how to explain this. It would take me too long to give you all the proof. Quite
Have another beer.
No. All right. I don't want to. My point is.
Right.
is
Basically, explain to them their standards are once they're paid to do a job, they'll do the job. Now, they're not pro chaos by any means.
right.
They're loyal Empire citizens. If you have a means to prove that he's doing the will of chaos or is otherwise affected along those lines, then yeah, they'll certainly turn on him because that's an illegitimate job for them.
I'll explain the three things I know. That are facts because I know them, but they may not take them as facts because it's my word.
Right.
I'll still do it.
And well, the guys that are here say, yeah, that sounds questionable. You should probably investigate that. But when you got swords drawn, I wouldn't necessarily count on that. I mean, they seem to be loyal and trustworthy to a point. They're not in it purely for the money, but they're obviously mercenaries. They're there to get paid to do a job.
Well, don't hold a grudge against me and my crew. I mean, I'm saying is we're after that guy, which means we're going to end up going head to head with your crew.
Well, don't hold a grudge against my guys then.
We won't.
I mean, they're just doing a job.
I just say, have another drink. I've put another silver out there
Okay.
for your lost friends.
Okay.
That's when I'm going to leave.
Roll one out for your
Okay.
homies.
Yeah.
You pick up the apothecary and drag him out.
All right.
Okay. And then others than some basic supplies, whatever you guys need to purchase in town. I'm assuming you guys meet up at the coach? Okay. They confirm to you, in the interest of time and speed and everything, that somebody arrived this morning smelling strongly of tobacco, set up under a different name, hired a coach, heading west.
Did he take more than one coach then? If he had that many guys with him?
Yeah, he had a small group of people. Several of them had horses, and he hired a coach for himself.
All right.
So
Well, I had a coach in the same direction.
I'll let you know. Same ones we've already had a fight with.
Okay.
We'll
I'll be
put
there.
it down this
I
time.
got your back this time, though. Not the
The
squishy,
fight's done. They're staying alive.
the squishy elf.
Do what?
Fight's done. They're still alive. They're staying alive.
Yeah, the coach was
killing
bound
So as long as you are
for
fighting, they're fair game. Got it.
the coach was bound for Deanster.
Deanster. Okay. I like.
Is
the
that along the
clarification
way
there.
to the commandant? Is
That is past that.
Oh, it's beyond.
I'm not
Okay.
holding my blows while we're fighting, but if they're still alive after the fight,
You go
they're
to the-
staying alive. Yeah.
The one you're fighting may be.
Okay.
You go to the Empire map.
Okay.
It is here.
Yeah, that's a ways out. That's way past the swamps.
See.
Deanster.
That's gonna take some time to get to.
Okay.
It's Common done, not Common done.
Yes.
The whole time I've been thinking it was like Common done. Common town. No. Dirk.
So we will discuss coach fees, etc., or if you guys have alternative approaches during the next game.